grab your friends, head down the stairs. It's time for old games in the basement. We're gonna play some old games. It's old games in the basement. Look out for Uncle Hank.
Hey kids, okay, so listen, okay, so
Listen.
oh god damn my
Listen.
my
Listen.
mind.
Hey, listen.
For the
Listen.
for the love of all that is holy, for the love of all that is holy, I will murder each and every one of you little shits. Okay, now listen here. I gotta go link my shit together, so I'll zell out for a bit. Okay, bye.
You're a little bitch, Uncle Hank. That's what you are.
I see we have a audience member inside our room for once.
It would appear so.
Who the fuck is that?
Hi.
Just who are you?
Who are you supposed to be?
You know who I am. You brought me here.
Who the fuck is you?
Who is it?
Does anyone know you?
I don't know anyone named you.
I am you, and you is me.
No,
Me is you.
I am you. You is me.
Wait, see, I'm Sin, and last I checked, you're Kelly, not you.
No, I'm me.
No.
You're you. I'm me.
And I am I.
And
You know what? No, you're
I'm me.
and you're bald.
Not yet. I'm not.
We should just redo this whole segment.
No. I like it this way. Okay, anyway, so how's everyone
It's
doing?
time for old games in the basement.
Oh my god, he's coming here. I can't believe he's coming in. It's Uncle Hank. Or it was Uncle Hank.
No, I'm out. Bye, homies. Bye. Oh.
Oh, thank God.
Well, hopefully we won't have to deal with him for the rest of the day.
I mean,
Hey, at least we know how to get him out of here quicker.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, yeah, but I'm pretty sure his wife, girlfriend, whatever the fuck she is sleeping upstairs right now.
Well, we'll try to keep it down.
Yep.
Yeah.
If we
So-
have, Sin, I'm gonna just tell you now. If you must shout, shout quietly.
I'll shout at you whenever the fuck I goddamn well. Motherfucker.
You like bring it, bitch.
That would imply that my mother actually wants me.
Oh, that was dark.
Okay. So hey, so I missed all.
We're just gonna move on.
We
from that.
are gonna move on for that, and I missed all you guys. How have you guys been the last month?
It has been like, what, 3-4 weeks, I think
It
now?
has been far too long.
Yeah, it has been far too long since our last recording.
Life
Yeah.
is,
Almost a month.
Yeah.
life
So
has been life.
Grant, what have you been up to since last time we recorded?
Well, on the last exciting episode, let's see, did I even stand last time? Don't remember, but I am going back to college. I think I mentioned that last time. But
Yeah, you did
Yeah.
briefly last
Yeah.
time.
Fancy piece of paper.
yes, my
Golf clap?
golf clap, yes.
Does it sound like jerking off through the recording? I hope so.
Yeah,
That's because you're all going too fast.
we did that exact same running gag last time.
I'm not.
I'm not seeing a problem here.
It's called a callback.
That's true.
Keeps the listeners invested.
Exactly.
So far, things are going well for me, though. I did a lot of yard work today. I know this is very 30-year-old boomerish sounding talk right here, but
we don't even qualify as boomers.
we're 30-year-old boomers.
No, we're all millennials here.
Technically millennial.
We are all millennials.
We're
but
30-year-old boomer millennials.
We'll be boomers in 20 years.
Yeah, I guess
We
so.
won't even. No, see, boomer is short for baby boomer, which is a
Yeah.
completely different generation.
But
You are correct,
we
but-
boom because we're always
Jar.
Yeah.
Jar.
That was an instant jar, my friend. Sorry.
That is a jar and a badger.
Besides that, and not too much has been going on. I'm just trying to keep up the status quo and not go insane like everybody else usually.
I mean, that's point gardening, right?
Going insane?
Yes.
I'm already a permanent resident.
I was going to say, there's no going insane.
I got
I'm
tenure.
already there. I'm in,
You either are there or you're not.
a permanent residence that they offer me free meals and crayons.
Oh yeah, I mean the crayons are really nice.
Yeah.
I mean,
You know they spring for the Crayolas. They don't make you use
They
that.
don't go.
Yeah, they go for the high quality
They don't
stuff.
cheap out with the rose art.
No, they don't cheap out with that rose art crap. They go quality. You go Crayola.
Exactly. And that's for the crayons. If you're gonna go expensive with pencils,
And then still Crayolas.
still Crayola pencil. The colored pencils, yes.
I mean the color pencils are amazing.
It's colored pencils.
Yeah.
I love the color pencils.
They're pencils, but they're
I
with
had
color.
I had an entire, you know those Whitman's chocolate samplers? I had an entire tin of those full of Crayola and color pencils.
Nice.
If you really want to go fancy with the Crayolas, you get the 64 pack with the sharpener.
Nintendo 64. That's a jar joke.
And jar
And Badger.
Badger.
Badger, yes, but I'd say some badgers can be good. Some.
That was a worthy badger.
Okay. So Grant
It relates at least.
So Grant, essentially, you started school, which
Yes.
again, congratulations.
Thank you.
You
I've resumed school. I never really stopped school.
That's fair.
As Einstein once said, never let your education, or what was it? Never let your schooling impact your education or get in the way of your education. So,
Yeah.
And then he made the bomb. Yes, got it.
yes, there we
Well,
go.
you know, he did more than that.
And
Yeah, a
Yes,
lot.
we
yeah, a lot more.
No,
Well,
so-
Special relativity, anybody?
And general
Yeah.
relativity.
Okay.
And general, and
You
general.
know that-
Badger.
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 But otherwise, that is all I
Badger.
really have to say.
All
Kelly,
right.
what about
Okay.
you?
So, for those of you who may not know, I do dabble a bit as a musician.
Yes.
And today I did bring in my new implement of musical generation.
Yeah.
The bassoon?
No, well, you get the first 4 letters.
The
right?
sitar? The triangle? Okay, sorry, Badger.
Badger. No, I got myself.
Accordion.
The accordion.
No comments from
No
the peanut
gallery,
gallery.
thank you. That is a planter, everybody.
No, I got myself a new Fender Kingman acoustic electric bass.
Oh, damn, that sounds cool.
yeah.
I replaced my old Epiphone Thunderbird, or as I had nicknamed it, Damn Heavy, because
Thick
it
boy.
was damn heavy.
Yes.
Thing weighed like 10 pounds, which, for those of you who are musicians, you know a 10-pound electric bass, that gets pretty heavy on the shoulder. This thing is
Towards your
so,
neck.
yeah, this thing was so heavy that if I tried to play it standing up, the headstock would actually make the whole thing tip over.
So it wasn't balanced either.
It wasn't balanced. It was.
Wow. That's pretty bad.
That's why I say it's damn heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah?
But now with this new unit, it's a lot lighter. You know, it doesn't kill my neck and my shoulder. And this is just my practice rig. I plan on getting
I got that.
a Fender Jazz bass for when I want to go full electric. Ross, turn your phone off.
I just did.
We apologize, listeners.
Sorry about the ding dings.
We need to make sure these are muted whenever we start, or else we'll go crazy with noise.
Already. Yeah.
Now, the other thing that I'm looking forward to for this weekend, you know, it's Memorial Day weekend when we're recording this.
America Day.
Yes, pretty
One
much.
of them
America Day
One of the
Junior.
America days.
America Day Junior.
America Day Light.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it.
But you can't. For those of you listening, you can't see this. But those of you in the booth, you can see. I'm wearing my Scott Dixon shirt.
Yep.
I'm wearing my Firestone hat because tomorrow, it's my favorite day. One of my favorite days of the year. It's time for the 106th running of the greatest spectacle in racing, the Indianapolis 500.
Wait, you know,
Okay.
If you will indulge me with my Paul Page impersonation for just a moment.
I will.
Hey,
I will
I'll
allow
give you-
this.
I'll give you
I'll
15
allow it.
seconds.
Every year on Memorial Day weekend, 33 drivers commit themselves to the trial and danger of racing inches apart at speeds of over 230 miles an hour. Their quest, a 500-mile journey to immortality.
This sounds like a
While making
1960s
only left-
sitcom.
Nice.
They're making a left turn.
Oh no, they're making another left turn.
Holy shit, they're making another left turn.
Pit stop! Woo woo!
Oh no. Anyway.
All right, so is that all?
Heathens, all of you. Uncultured swine.
Says the
What are
man
you
walking.
looking at, you hockey puck?
Thank you.
Oh man.
So yeah,
Okay.
that's what's up for
Thank
me.
you,
So yes,
Don Rickles.
tomorrow I will be watching the Vroom Vroom.
Vroom, vroom, vroom.
Maybe there might be a crash.
There'll probably be several crashes. It's going to be a slippery track out there because of the heat. So yes, for those quick racing terminology, hot track equals slippery track equals no grip equals lots of crashes. Cold
Equals
track.
Equals fun, drunk, happy.
Yeah, I was gonna say the entertaining one of the two.
You know, when this episode gets uploaded, people will be able to tell. Oh my god, I know exactly when this was recorded.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
We are definitely dating ourselves on this one.
Yeah.
Hey, it works. It's just like people like to go to races and people go to crashes and see a race.
Yes.
Or
Yes.
people go to fights and watch hockey games.
Indeed.
Yes.
In fact, next year, actually, my brother and I are planning on getting tickets to go see the Indy 500 in person.
Nice.
Yeah.
So that'll be fun.
Enjoy
Hey.
that.
Oh, I will.
All right.
It's going to be loud, but I love it.
Well, of course. The only thing louder than an actual race is a demo derby. And I've been to a demo derby.
I've been to several.
And I love them.
Fulton County Fair, best demo derby in the country.
Yup.
I haven't been to the Fulton County
Well,
Fair
I'm
in a
not
long
gonna-
Yeah, I
time.
was gonna say that's a bold statement.
Definitely the best demo derby in the state.
I
Maybe
can
not in the
believe
country-
that.
Maybe not in the country. Perhaps that's too bold of a claim, but definitely the best demo derby in Ohio.
Okay, that's fair play.
Because I've been to the Fulton County Fair. Saw Foreigner there. Well, I didn't see him. Parents did.
You heard
I-
him.
I stood at the fence.
I got to see the Beach Boys there.
Nice.
That was a pretty good show.
Okay.
So Chris, what have you been up to the last month?
Work's been kicking. And speaking of work, I'm actually 1 month away from my 1-year anniversary there. I believe it or not.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. What?
Oh, you weren't paying attention to me?
Yeah, I'm sorry, I got distracted.
never
But
pay attention
I saw
to
a
you.
bird.
Somehow a bird.
You and your birds.
I
Anyway,
left the window open again and a bird got in.
as I was
Fly
saying, I
away,
am now
birdie, be
1 month
free.
away from my 1-year anniversary at FedEx.
Holy shit, nice.
Congratulations.
Yep. And
Right.
also, it's gonna get to be
I
hot
forgot.
season in there too.
Oh,
Yeah,
I know. If you're
there's
working at
that.
FedEx, I know all about it.
Have fun with that. Well, I used to unload trailers at Walmart, and in the summertime, it sucked
Bro.
because there is no ventilation.
No, there is
Well,
not.
thankfully
I
at FedEx,
work-
when loading those trucks, they do have vent fans with
Those
each of
vents,
those.
I'm sorry.
those-
They work pretty
shit.
well if you're in its
They
line
do
vicinity.
Those vent fans are like a politician, good for nothing except blowing hot air.
Exactly.
These were actually pretty good.
No, they're not.
But outside of work, video games have still been kicking ass. One of the games I was actually streaming and finished since our last podcast.
Which I was with you last night.
Actually, there was another game before that.
Oh, okay.
I played through the entirety of Kingdom Hearts Melody of Memory.
Ooh.
Well done, sir.
Yes.
Well, aren't you special?
Well,
Mr.
with the
Spiffy
announcement of
Bridges.
Kingdom Hearts 4 and when Sin here told me that there was some info leading up to Kingdom Hearts 4, I figured, okay, this is a perfect time to start it.
Yeah,
Spoilers.
I'll admit I cheated and I just watched the cutscenes on YouTube.
I don't blame it. Since this is a rhythm game, it's not really for everyone.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that.
Spoilers, we will have a Kingdom Hearts episode in the future. Not sure when.
It's in the pipeline.
It's on the list.
It is definitely on the list of future subject
But
matters.
honestly, man, was it fun to play. Hey, the music of Kingdom Hearts is a rhythm game for this one.
I mean,
I can imagine.
Okay, tell me this though: was it kind of boring and annoying like Kingdom Hearts 2 with the Little Mermaid world, or was it actually like different and kind of fun?
Was it actually fun?
Think of yourself playing Guitar Hero Kingdom Hearts style. That's all I can say.
Okay, now I'm kind of
Okay,
interested.
That's
Since-
something. That's
That's
the
something.
main
that's
buttons you
at least
got
a
are-
concept, yeah.
L1, R1, and X for your main stuff, and sometimes you gotta do combination stuff.
Okay.
Held notes
There-
and all
there's
that
something- There's
jazz.
something there. You're doing
Ah,
something.
Jazz.
Jazz, it's a form of music.
It's a music pun. Laugh, damn it!
Wait, no, wait, hold on. I got a bit of a... Ha, 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 ha.
Shut up, Titus.
It's Titus. Thank you very much.
It's spelled Titus.
Titus, Titus,
It's
tomato,
Titus.
tomato.
No, I'm sorry,
look,
it's
I'm-
Titus. I don't care what the Squeenix fanboys say. It's Titus.
I mean, okay, so I go based off what's actually pronounced in game, and considering the closest thing we got is Kingdom Hearts 1, and then actually a scene in said by the actual voice actors later on in years, I'm gonna go with Tidus. Plus also Dissidia.
Yeah, I have to agree with you on that one,
Rebuttal.
dude.
I reject your reality and substitute my own.
Especially since in Kingdom Hearts 2 they say Titus.
Only Selphie says that. Only her.
It
because
still counts.
Still canon.
So we got
it's canon.
So we got
Fight me, nerd.
Oh, wait, okay, so we got one Titus and several Tituses.
I don't care. Fight me, nerd.
There's
Okay.
only one way you could.
I have
no, it's
spoken.
talk
Badger.
Talk to the devs that square themselves.
Wait, I'm sorry. You say Badger, but you're the one who started this.
And
You-
I'm finished. Yes, I know I started it, and I am finishing it. Thank
Yeah,
you very
Badger,
much.
definitely
I
Badger.
have badgered
Alright.
this conversation. We are moving on.
All right, fine.
And
okay.
I can't really think of anything else to update at the moment, so I'm gonna turn it over to ACen and Ross for their updates.
All right, Ross.
Wow.
Should we rock paper scissors? Who goes first?
Rochambeau, baby.
Okay. Looks like you.
Looks
go
like
first.
you. Looks like you
Oh,
win.
Let's say we call this a draw, eh? Let's say
Oh,
you do
all right. We're calling it a draw.
All right.
All right.
Ross, you first.
Oh, okay. Well, I will do it as combined as you know. Hold on just 1 second. I got to get up.
I mean, why you gotta get up for it, buddy? It's not like there's anything to get up for.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Yeah, he's
but
skinny enough. He
That,
can get
that,
back
that sounds
in
like a
here.
very big innuendo there. Anyway,
Wait,
moving
Wait,
on.
I just realized this is the
Moving on.
first thing Grant said in like 5 minutes.
I know, right?
I know,
It's
'cause
not
you-
like I had to get up to do something really
it's
quick.
not like he fell asleep at the wheeler.
It's not like our Wi-Fi connection for our generalized guest dropped for whatever reason. I had to get that fixed.
Wait, we have guests.
I know we have two of them over there.
Yes?
Yeah.
We have the planners out there.
Yes.
Are we talking about-
we have our executive producers out there.
I mean, the only executive producer we have is the Corgi. Last
That's
I
true.
checked.
That's
Yeah,
true.
me
We
too.
have him.
And
He's out
already,
there.
and he already weighed in earlier. So
Yeah.
he's
Which,
good.
which, by the way, guys, this podcast is brought to you by loaves of bread.
Yes.
Good old Wonder Bread.
Yeah.
If you hear the loaf of bread barking at some point during the episode, we apologize in advance.
That is an editor's note. He's yelling.
This episode is filmed in front of a live studio Corgi audience.
With bread as the main topic.
Yes.
Just standing there menacingly.
All right, Badger. Okay, so
Badger,
Ross,
yeah.
what'd you say?
Badger.
Well, it was last weekend actually, but during the last month, me and the gentleman over there on my diagonal left.
My gentleman.
Diagonal left. Not regular left, diagonal.
Diagonal left.
Yes,
Yeah,
very,
regular left would
very-
be the other one.
That'd be
Yeah.
boring.
That'd
That would
be me.
That would just be
Exactly.
Chris. But anyway.
Yes, last week was our good convention at Anime Central, also known as ACen.
Mm-hmm.
Finally happened after 2 years.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
Sadly, I could not join you guys.
And I chose to opt out.
For,
Which
for
is fine.
raisins. You had raisins.
Multiple reasons.
I had reasons. My reasons also accidentally ignited some Twitter drama, quite by accident.
Oh, this sounds like a good story.
Well, actually, I'm not going to explain the whole thread of what happened, but suffice to say, I accidentally ignited some Twitter drama, and looking back at it, it amused me very much, and I thought to myself, wait, is this what it's like to be a shit poster?
Yes.
I know, isn't it
like
great? Isn't it
I
great?
like it.
It's fun.
I like it.
It's
It's
fun.
like a
I
trolling
had-
shit poster.
I had these people losing their goddamn minds, and I just sat back and enjoyed the show.
And you were
What
were you
was the
and were you
subject, if
serious
you don't
too,
mind me
You know
Ace?
what,
asking?
now that you
No,
mentioned-
no, we're not gonna bring that up. We're not gonna bring that
Not
up.
on the show.
Because-
Not on the show.
Yes.
After the show.
Okay.
Yes, yes.
Because
Fair enough.
yeah,
fair
you're
enough.
You're the only person I haven't told the whole story to. Well, no, I didn't tell you the whole
didn't.
story.
I don't.
either.
I
I've
feel
only told Sin.
you've told me parts of it. I think.
Told you
Yeah,
parts.
Yeah.
so we'll hear it afterwards.
After-
Sorry, everyone.
after-
You get left out. Sorry.
Yeah.
This is too
Bum,
much for
bum,
even this
ba-dum.
show.
Yeah,
Hey.
it's a bit too spicy even for this show.
And we
Wow,
get
that's
Fair
pretty,
enough.
that's pretty
and
spicy.
we get pretty Tabasco up in here.
Yeah.
We
Yes.
do.
And for some
But anyway,
situations, we do
but
need to cover our
anyway,
asses.
Badgering that,
Yes.
moving on.
Yes.
Yeah, so ACen was last weekend for me and
Yes,
Ross.
yes. And I drove, and well, it's not his first time, but it'd be my first time taking this big drive to Chicago. And let me tell you, I would rather take Ohio drivers than having to deal with Illinois highway drivers.
That's pretty bad.
Yeah, Illinois drivers are a little.
Because yes,
Yeah.
while drivers here in Ohio have no idea what a turn signal is,
Or a speed limit.
or I would rather take that than some dipstinkberry on a highway in Illinois. Not only yes, they know how to use your turn signals, but they don't turn right away. They wait till you come up on them, and then they start to turn in the lane.
And then.
Because I almost could have gotten took out by a flatbed semi.
Wow.
Because
Yeah.
he decided to wait until I was right up the tailgate, coming up to pass him. Oh wait, I have to turn now.
To be fair,
Yeah.
To be fast.
To be fair.
to be fair, a lot
fair.
of semi drivers are awful to begin with.
That
Yeah.
is true.
Yeah.
I will give you
Yeah,
that.
if my dad was still around, he'd have choice words for a lot of those truck drivers because that was his job for almost 20 years.
That's right. You did say that.
Yeah.
Heck, my dad could tell you some stories of Ding Dang Barry drivers while he drives a cement mixer.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Wow.
moving on.
Though it was thanks to a cab driver, though, that I learned what lot lizards are, and I'm like, well, damn.
Yeah.
For our viewers, lot lizards are hookers in a parking lot.
I did not
Truck
know
stops
that, but I
specifically.
Truck
You
stop
don't- you
parking.
kind of
don't
makes
say.
sense.
Not parking lots. It's truck stops specifically.
Specifically truck
That is
stops.
correct. You are correct.
Interesting.
Thank you for correcting me.
You're welcome.
Anyways,
But
why is
This-
why we have the peanut gallery staring at
oh
us?
great, the planners are.
Lot lizards.
Oh great, the planners are back.
They're moving.
Actually,
Anyways.
I'm
They
wondering.
gained sentience.
I'm actually more wondering if their voice can even reach this far.
Yeah, that's a good question.
I mean, we'll find
We'll
out
find out
later,
later.
right?
On the
Yeah.
next
But anyway,
exciting
but I
episode.
did see a cool sight. I did see a fun sight while driving there. I saw a car on fire.
Nice! Nice!
Yes.
Yeah, it just sounds like an average day in Chicago to me.
First of all, that's the outskirts of Chicago, not Chicago.
Oh, yeah,
in
yeah.
Chicago proper.
Okay, was this on the way to Chicago or somewhere in Chicago?
On the way to the hotel, which
Yeah,
is
which-
technically
on the
is not-
outskirts.
on the outskirts, because technically the convention is in Rosemont.
Yes.
Technically,
Which is
yeah.
Rosemont.
like right there.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
But we
fair.
say Chicago for
But anyway,
because
it's
for
on
the heck of
that
it.
freeway. I'm passing by like, oh look, it's the Chicago Public Transit subway. La 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 la. Ooh, I see some smoke and something on fire. I'm driving. Man, it's getting thicker. I can smell that good smell. And I come along, I'm like, holy crap, that car's on fire.
Wow.
And I don't just mean.
Wait. I think I smell something burning.
Oh, I just smell something's burning. Yes. And let me tell you, when I say on fire, I don't mean like a little fire. No. Put a little water. No.
Hellfire was
This
bursting from it.
This was on fire.
We had a full-on Hindenburg situation, is what
Yes.
you're saying.
There
Wow.
was no saving this car.
No, okay.
Yeah.
was
This
that-
car was gone.
I forget. What size was this car again? Was
What
it
your
like
average? I'm driving on a highway my first time.
so about a sedan size?
Decent, your average size car.
Okay, so
I think if it wasn't black before, it was definitely black now.
Well, hopefully everyone got out okay.
So
I don't know.
Slight
I
badger.
want to think so.
So
Slight
slight badger,
badger.
but this is related
No,
to
this is like mushroom.
a slight badger mushroom, but this is related to burning cars. So one time I took my best friend Obi to the airport because he was flying out to.
I love that guy.
I do too.
Yeah.
Cool.
Too bad he never answers his goddamn
He's
phone.
tougher to get on the phone
Yeah.
than the president.
Yeah.
Actually, I know one guy who might actually be tougher. Friend of mine who works in the music industry down in Nashville. My brother and I were fully convinced that this man is actually scared to answer his phone. No, seriously, like unless it's his wife or one of his coworkers or his parents, this man does not answer his phone. Ever.
Ever.
Fair enough.
You have to
Fair
call.
enough.
You have to call him like a dozen times just to finally get a hold of the guy.
Okay. So.
Snake that, back to the mushrooms.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So I took him to the airport. Big whoop, whatever.
Yeah.
It was like 6 a.m, kind of like springtime or whatever. So the sun's like kind of coming up.
Oh, you see that good
Yeah.
sunrise in the
Get,
spring?
get that good sunrise, but we're also on the way to the airport, Detroit to be specific. And I drop him off. I wait like a half hour because it was years ago, so it was like just in case he doesn't get through the gate, I had to take him back home and shit.
Yep.
After that half hour, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna head home now, and the sun's finally kind of up, and I'm driving normal. I like zone out brain wise, not enough to be like unsafe driving, but just like deep in thought zoning out.
You had a little-
Yeah, I know
Yeah,
that feel.
I
You-
understand
A
that.
little
You-
association.
Yeah.
You had a mild case of highway hypnosis.
Yeah.
That happens.
So like while driving, I'm just like driving, and out of nowhere, I'm like, wait, was that a fucking garbage truck on fire? So I pulled over, and it's an entire garbage truck set ablaze like an inferno.
Good
Holy
lord.
shit!
Good
Only
lord.
Only in Detroit, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Only in
No,
Detroit.
this wasn't Detroit. This was on the highway to Detroit.
Wow.
Close enough.
No, man,
Still
like
in Michigan.
this was like 20 minutes out.
So still in Michigan.
Close enough.
Still in Michigan. I'm just like, how is a garbage truck? Like, I actually pulled over and I watched this for like 10 minutes until the fire brigade got there.
Depending.
Looks like you got your good entertainment going.
Depending on what was in that truck, there actually have been cases of garbage spontaneously combusting.
Yeah, it
No, like,
makes sense.
The way it was on fire, it looked like it started from the engine all the way back.
Oh wow.
That could have been an engine
Yeah.
fire, could have been a fuel leak.
Yeah,
Yeah,
probably.
there's a whole
But-
bunch
But
of
either
reasons.
way, the only thing I can think of is, wow, where are my marshmallows?
I don't think I'd want to put marshmallows in.
Yeah, not
You have
a
no
garbage
idea,
cup.
you have no idea what's burning in that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's probably a shit ton of dirty diapers and whatnot. in
Yeah,
there,
amongst
but-
other things.
Amongst other things, yeah.
All that
Because
trash combined
it's
with
like
fuel.
because it's like whatever the ignition source was, the fact that the garbage is able to keep that fire going as a fuel source,
Woof.
no,
Yeah. But-
absolutely not. I wouldn't get near
That
that thing
sounds
with
like
a
a smell
gas
worth listening-
mask.
But yeah,
That
no,
sounds like a
so.
smell I wouldn't want to smell, and we've been by the Sunoco refinery, and that stinks.
But no, like,
Yeah.
this garbage truck, though, was, like, pulled over to the side, so I'm assuming the driver was out when it was ablaze, so.
He better have been.
Hopefully.
Yeah, he probably figured out
For
what
his
was
sake,
happening.
yeah.
It was just
Had
like, well,
no
there goes.
ground.
Screw you guys, I'm getting out of
He's
here.
like, it was like, well, there goes my job.
But yeah, once I saw the fire trucks actually get there, I was like, well, I'm just gonna keep driving home. Anyways, are you done on your part for ACen?
I'm actually. I too have a little mushroom story since you mentioned fire trucks.
I'll allow it.
Well, back.
Might as well. We're already off track anyway.
Yeah, since we got a fire story with vehicles. Back when I was working with VPD, back at the old location.
Back in the day.
Yeah. Just one day, out of nowhere, I started smelling something, I think very foul coming into the warehouse. I was like, what the heck is that smell out there? I don't think it couldn't be from inside the building. Come to find out later, there's someone's truck caught on fire in the parking lot.
Ooh, ouchie, ouchie.
But we don't know how it started. That's the deal.
Vandalism, maybe?
No, thankfully everyone was in the building.
All right, sweet.
But I know none of us could probably go outside the whole thing. Fire trucks thankfully came into the place and put out the fire.
Okay, I'm gonna take your mushrooms back now.
Yeah.
And I did
Now-
take some snapshots of the whole thing with my old phone. Just,
I do
You
have
still
one
have those,
mushroom
you gotta show
myself.
me.
they're not on this phone. This is
Here's
back
your
on my
mushroom.
old
Okay.
flip phone.
Hold on, I'm gonna take
Before I knew you.
Sir, I'm gonna badger you. Take the mushrooms and pass the mushrooms off.
I got one
Yep.
mushroom since we've all got. Apparently, we've got a car on fire story.
Clearly.
Wait, right before you do, Grant, do you have one?
Not really. Shocking.
goddamn.
Shocking, I know, right?
So everyone but Grant's got a car on fire story.
I probably do, but I can't think of one.
I actually have one.
This may be the
When I was
best
looking, but I
badger
said-
mushroom we've had.
Probably, at
This
least
is a
the most
very
consistent
interesting
one,
badger. This
yeah.
is a very interesting badger.
So,
Yes,
my
yes, it
car
is.
on fire story, since we mentioned demolition derbies earlier. This would have been.
Now
I was
we're
about-
relating it.
I was about 9 or 10 years old, and my family, it's a tradition to go to the Fulton County Fair demolition derby. Every year we go.
It's good stuff.
Every year. That year, some guy rolled in with an old Dodge Charger, and I'm talking like, this
Dukes
was like
of Hazzard old.
Dukes of Hazzard old,
Wow.
and this thing had clearly seen better days.
I mean, but that's what you do with demo derbies. So you get the old shit cars.
So the fun thing about this particular car was whoever this guy was who brought this Charger in was a big NASCAR fan. For those of you who know your NASCAR history, listeners, in the early 2000s, Sterling Marlin drove the number 40 Dodge that happened to be sponsored by Coors Light beer. His car was painted silver, like the Coors Light cans. It was nicknamed the Silver Bullet.
Okay.
This guy rolls in with his Dodge Charger painted to look like Sterling Marlin's Coors Light car.
And it blew up.
Not just blew up, this thing took a direct shot to the oil pump, and you just see
Ooh,
flames.
yeah.
I would be
Not just everywhere, the force of the oil pump exploding was enough to blow the hood off the car.
God. Wow.
I'm sure that was a sight to see.
I'm sure that's something that'll make Michael Bay wet. Just saying.
Like now, thankfully, the hood did not go into the stands. It actually, because the way the guy was facing, it blew his hood backwards and into the infield.
Oh,
But you just saw this geyser of flame erupt from the engine block. And thankfully the fire department's right there on standby in
It's a
case,
demo derby, you have to have
something
it.
like this happens.
Thank God.
Yeah.
So
right.
everyone was
Demo
o-
derby, they
so-
have those.
So yeah, everyone was okay. The driver was okay. The spectators were okay. But just seeing this guy's engine block erupt like a miniature volcano was you're 10 years old. You think it's the coolest freaking thing you've ever seen.
As a kid, yeah. But
Big
as an adult, oh my God.
Big boom booms.
So that is my car on fire story.
Nice. Okay, I will take that mushroom.
Yes.
Here you go. Here's your mushroom.
Oh, I thank you. But really quick, do you have anything else for ACen besides car on fire?
I mean, I had some good fun.
Oh.
It's ACen.
Oh, you had some fun.
I hope
then.
you guys had fun at
Yeah.
ACen.
Nice.
I got to, I cosplayed my legions, and I got to chase people.
You cosplay the Legion?
I'm a Legion! Yes, I did. And let me tell you, I feel next time with that, man, I'm wearing a balaclava, then the mask to prevent it from sweating, because good Jesus.
Yeah, that boy probably lost about 5 pounds that weekend just from sweating.
Oh, wow.
In my face.
Maybe we should do that every weekend then.
All right.
Maybe.
Anyways, but yeah, so you had some fun. Did you get any good shit?
I ate some good food there.
Can't go wrong.
I mean, there's
There was this Korean barbecue
this
place.
Korean
wasn't
barbecue, yes.
Oh.
Very good. All you can eat Korean barbecue.
For what was it, $29, $30?
That's
All
not-
you can eat.
All you can
fine.
eat.
That's
Pretty-
not
pretty
bad.
good for high quality.
That's not bad. That's
Yeah.
really not.
I mean,
Oh, yeah.
and believe me, no, this Korean barbecue place puts the one we go to in Ann Arbor to shame.
Oh,
Really?
As much
Yes.
as
Oh.
it pains me to say that, let's just think nightclub setting.
Ooh.
That's
Nightclub.
what it looks like.
Okay.
Playing K-pop.
K-pop.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, no, yes, full bar. But think of all that full bar. But instead of people dancing like idiots, they're eating Korean barbecue.
Nice.
I'm down with
Even
that.
better.
Now, like, okay, so I don't drink, but when they give you a drink, it's basically a pitcher.
Wow. Nice.
And so basically, it's a good price for what you get.
You're paying a lot, but you're paying for both quantity and quality. It sounds like.
Because
Oh, we
like
had-
you and Sam and Lasha all enjoyed that fucking drink, was it?
sure.
What was it again? Some sort of fucking sunrise or some shit?
Oh, we had that as posh. It was like a mango.
Speaking of drinks, later on, Grant, you're gonna need to get me something because I am getting parched.
I will definitely get you a drink, young man.
If it's
Alright.
water, I can step
Yeah,
out for a
man.
minute and go get it.
Aren't I older than you?
No, I think you're younger. Let's see. I'm 31. You're
Kelly-
You're-
Kelly
I'm
is the
about a half-
oldest one.
Wait, what month? What month?
October 20th, 1990.
You actually have the same birthday as another friend of mine, so you're only
really?
about 5 months older than me.
Kelly, you are
Younger-
the youngest
younger
one in this
man?
room.
You are the youngest in this room.
Technically, I am the oldest.
Yep.
That's right, you
and that
are.
that means
Oh,
that
That's right. I'm the second one.
I am the second
You're
youngest.
literally like maybe a couple of. I'm a couple months older.
I'm smack dab in the middle. It looks like.
No, Sin smack dab in the middle.
No, I'm the.
No, he's a little younger than
I'm
me.
older than you, but younger than him.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That's right, because you're December.
I'm
Yeah.
I'm
Yep.
the almighty goatfish motherfucker.
That's right, yeah.
I.
Press X to doubt.
Well, if we're talking zodiacs, technically yes, I am.
Yeah, you're Virgo. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
I am Libra.
Aquarius.
Sagittarius.
I don't like
I don't know why we went astrological, but
Yeah,
sure,
well,
why not?
why
Because
the-
our fans will one day ask, "What are your signs?"
No, they won't.
No,
they
no,
won't.
no,
We don't
no.
we don't even have fans.
Yes.
There's two in the corner over there.
Yeah. that was like a jar joke, but
No, that's actually funny.
Fuck that.
I'm giving him that. That's actually funny.
I thought that was a
For
jar
every-
joke.
Okay.
That was relevant. And
For those who don't know what we're talking about, the room we're recording in is freaking hot as heck, and we got two freaking fans blowing on us.
Yeah.
Yes.
They ain't doing crap.
No.
I'm sitting right next to one, and I'm still warm.
I mean, I'm doing better than I thought I would.
I'm warm.
Yeah, but you also got your shirt open.
And?
They don't need to know that. Why are you telling our fans what they don't need to know?
I speak true.
Hey, how do you know that they don't want to know?
Yeah, that's a good point. How do you know they don't want to know?
You never forget, Uncle Hank listened to this.
That's true, but just letting you all know, I'm having my own OnlyFans layer. It's called OnlyFacts, where I'll be in lingerie telling you all the scientific facts about the world. Just saying.
You're just going to start reading the World Encyclopedia, aren't you?
A little bit.
I'm not
Yeah.
saying that. Hey, if people will pay money.
Hey, man, if someone will pay to listen to someone read the dictionary to them, someone will pay to watch this guy read the Encyclopedia Britannica
While eating a
shirtless.
bag of Doritos.
Okay, I think that was an
Anyway, moving on.
Anyway,
So-
get badgered off. Back to the mushrooms.
Okay, really quick though. Badger.
Badger, 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 badger,
Mushroom,
Mushroom,
All right.
snake,
Man,
snake,
stop.
snake.
Okay.
Snake! Snake! Dun-dun-dun-dun.
I am-
Once again, Grant takes it too far.
Once again.
My soul has died a bit. Okay.
Wait, you had one of those?
I thought I did.
Otacon!
Anyway,
Let's get back to the show.
I will tape you. So
Objection, hearsay.
If it wasn't for
That's
the
gonna date us. That's
If
the
it wasn't for the fact that we need your basement to record in, we'd probably kick you off the show.
yeah.
What do you mean his basement?
Uncle Hank, how'd you get back
again,
here?
Hank.
Oh God damn it!
Yeah, get the hell out of here. You gotta come back right up here. I
Look-
need some loving.
Okay, give me 2 seconds. Okay, you.
1,
I
2, you fucking done get out.
give me 2 minutes. Okay.
I will be counting.
Thank you. Okay, you. I own this house and your soul. Get used to it.
Oh,
okay.
shit.
Now I'm gonna go pleasure my girlfriend before I have
thought
to
she was
murder
your
all
wife.
of you.
What is she even?
It's complicated.
It's complicated.
We will
It's
talk
it's
about.
complicated.
We will talk about that ninja dust.
That was worse
Oh,
than
man.
the smoke bomb.
Oh God! What is even in that? Oh God! Oh man! Oh God!
Oh, she burned.
That makes my heart smell like mixed-flavored heaven.
Okay, so
I've got blisters on my eyes.
It singed my nose hairs.
okay, so I'm
Where does
just
he keep getting this?
I don't know, man.
eBay.
That's true. You
Shit.
can find some really messed up stuff on eBay.
Yeah, amongst other things.
Now, while some of us are trying to get our breaths in, if you don't mind.
Anyway, well,
right,
yeah.
so-
Try not to die from suffocation.
Wait, I just heard something scream.
That'd be the dog.
That is Lupin, the corgi, Loke
is
getting.
someone-
Boss has to have a
Is
I guess
someone
the boss
someone
has to
affecting our executive manager?
Apparently something.
It looks like the peanut gallery is touching Lupin in a way or in a place that makes him feel uncomfortable,
They should
and that
know.
is no good.
They should know by now that bribery doesn't work on.
I will throw burning hot coals at them later. Anyways,
Yeah.
So okay, so as Ross
You will
said,
roast the planters.
so as Ross said, last week was ACen. So here's some tea about ACen. Does anyone want some tea real quick?
Yeah, tea would be nice.
Okay.
See?
So
Dish some tea.
so
Some
mo-
sugar.
so months ago, ACen made rules saying how strict they were going to be with COVID guidelines. Which, you know, big whoop,
Yeah,
whatever.
Most kinds of
standard,
been
yeah.
Most-
Yeah.
and-
Which is fine.
And you know,
Fine.
they asked for mask worn at all times. Nothing wrong with that. They asked for
enough.
proof of vaccination or proof of a recent negative COVID test.
Sure.
all good
My
shit. You
opinion,
know?
it's a bit much, but hey, I get it.
It's understandable.
Yeah, but you know, it's like I can't blame them, especially considering how dense this
It's
con
it's
is.
dense. Yeah, they're probably legally
With a con, I can
obligated.
get it.
Yeah. And they specifically said at the end of these rules, because there was a lot more, I forget what else, but as they specifically said at the end of these rules will not change. These are going to stay throughout the con. Which, you know, okay, cool. Standing your ground. I'm not going to argue that.
That's fair.
and,
Plot twist.
And a plot. What's a twist?
What a twist!
2 weeks later.
No, not 2 weeks later. The week of the con on Monday.
Tap tap tap.
They they make a post saying, by the
Just
way,
kidding.
you know those rules?
Just kidding.
What rules? If you can, wear a mask indoors, but that's just if you want to, you know? We recommend it, but that's only if you want to. So all those rules were out the window. And the best part is, they waited until after it was too late for anyone to cancel and get refunds on badges, plane tickets, etc., etc.
Wow.
So people were pissed.
Understandable.
Yep.
That they could choose to not wear masks, or
No, that like for
They
okay, so
changed it the week of.
we are not going to get into the politics on COVID and
Yeah,
so on.
sure.
We all know our stances.
that is a burning.
we don't talk politics on this show.
No.
I'm
trying not.
Hell
Try
no.
not to, yeah.
Unless, of course, we're making fun of politicians.
Yeah.
Then that's
Yeah,
okay.
that's
But
fair
no,
play.
But no, either way. But we all know and we all have worn our masks. We all follow proper COVID guidelines and all that the best we can.
Oh, yes.
Anyways, so for people out there who are immunocompromised or people out there who are like, no, I'm fine with this because I feel safe at a con now, they were pissed because it's too late for them to cancel, get a refund on their con badges because they had until like a week before this post was made.
Yeah.
It's too late for them to cancel their hotels and get a refund because it's within the time limits. It is too late for anyone to cancel their plane tickets. All of that. So, because, this is one of those big cons where people fly out all around the world.
Yeah.
I met a German couple last week there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Like,
Nice.
Yeah.
They're basically like, you got your money. Oh, rules changed.
yeah, no, like, and it's just like, no, that's a dick move. And then everyone is emailing and messaging the con, being like, yo, what the fuck? What's with these rule changes last fucking second like this? And you want what the tea was? The real tea, the true sugar for this tea. None of the staff fucking knew at all about this.
Wait, then who changed it?
What?
The con chair and like
The chair did.
the chair and like the board, they changed it and they didn't tell anyone.
So what you're saying
Wow.
is the chair essentially made a unilateral decision.
Yes.
Well, guess who's losing their job?
Yeah.
Now, of course, this is all from an anonymous post because ACen staff have to sign NDAs on we're not allowed to disclose anything ever.
Yeah.
So, this is
fair.
So, take that with a little bit of grain of salt.
Yeah.
But of course, there were a lot of people being like, oh, this post is fake. There's no way this is true at all. I'm like, no, fuck you. I can believe this post is true because a lot of cons do that too.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah, it's sad seeing how badly mismanaged some cons are.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
So, because they did that and the entire staff got shit on by the internet for it and whatnot, a lot of staffers quit. So a lot of this con was kind of a shit show and mishandled quite a bit.
Really?
I'm honestly
Like, it made Colossal Con seem competent running.
Yeah, I'm honestly
Former
surprised.
Colossal Cons. We don't know about the current ones,
Well, like previous Colossal Con staff. It made them look competent.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm actually surprised you managed to get the autograph that I asked you
No,
for.
okay, so you want to hear how that autograph went? Chris, you want to hear how this autograph line went?
Who do you ask you to
Do
get
tell.
autographs for if you
Do
don't mind me
tell.
asking?
Okay,
tell.
Tony Oliver, right?
Yeah, Tony
Yeah,
Oliver.
Tony Oliver.
Ah.
So,
Which I had him sign my Robotech Complete Series box.
Oh,
set
that
because-
explains that box I just saw
because-
out there.
Because Tony Oliver was the original English voice for Rick Hunter in Robotech the Macross Saga.
yep. Anyways, so on the schedule, which we had to download an app for, by the way, which, oh, hey, what big shock. On the schedule, they fucking were like, okay, the guests will all be right here for autographs. At times, they feel like it.
When
Or
they
like-
feel
What?
like it.
At times,
Wow.
at times they are available. Like it literally says that. I'm like, okay, so hopefully I can get it done ASAP, right? Luckily, they were available essentially all weekend. That wasn't a panel they were hosting.
That's good.
Which is
That's nice.
yeah, which is
You
nice.
lucked out there.
So
Yeah.
I went immediately for Tony Oliver. Oh hey, look, because of how short staffed the con is. It's one big line for all of the fucking autographs. And everyone's there for one specific voice actor. No one's there for the others. But for those of us that are here for like the others, like Tony Oliver, we have to wait in line behind everyone.
With the rest of the gaggle.
With the rest of the
That's
gaggle.
kind of dumb.
Dare I even ask, who was everyone mostly there for?
I think it was Erica someone. I forget. I'm terrible with names.
I'm guessing Erica Mendez, because she was there.
Maybe. Again, I'm terrible with names, so don't...
Well, that's just my assumption.
Yeah.
I do look up at who the guests for each convention that's going to be there. So yeah.
Yeah, but no, so I'm waiting in line 45 minutes. It hasn't moved a fucking inch because there's so many people for one actress, and it's like 2 giant lines that go around some corners, by the way.
Right.
And so then I
How
have
do we get to the line?
I have the bright idea. I'm going to skip ahead all the way to the end and just be like, hey, I'm here for him. Is that okay? And they actually let me through with no fucking problem.
LOL.
I should have thought of that sooner.
No, I did think about that, but I was like, no, I'm not going to be that
You don't
dick.
want to get in trouble.
I don't
You
want
Yeah.
to get in trouble.
And and especially since because of how the ball was dropped on ACen staff like this,
Right.
I don't want to cause them more shit than they need.
Right.
Yeah,
But
fair.
at some point, your patience was out, and you're just like, the hell with it.
Yeah.
So me and like a friend I made in the line though,
Yeah.
we just had the bright
Line
idea, and we
friend.
both just like went for it. And it's like, holy shit, we just saved ourselves like 3 more hours of
Bold,
this shit.
Nice.
bold move, Cotton. We'll see if it works out for him.
Yeah.
And
like,
that's the
I am
time.
super glad I decided not to go then, because you guys know I would have been in that line.
You would have
You
been
would
that.
have died in that line.
No,
Chris.
I know. For,
Dude, I live in the autograph line at the
Yes.
conventions for years.
No,
This is nothing to me.
No, I'm saying if I told you what I learned on day 1 for that whole autograph thing, you would have been fine, except for getting Erica, whoever the fuck it was, because except for getting her, you would have been waiting all day. The rest of them, you could have gotten through like that. Jay Tatum, like that. Tony Oliver, like that. Every single person was easier to get to because everyone was here for her.
I think I might have an idea why it was busy
That makes me feel
for.
bad for everyone else.
Yeah.
I might have an idea why it was busy for
no wonder why
Erica.
he was so happy to see you. Not the fact that, you were probably the only person in that entire freaking building that brought something Robotech for him to sign. You were the only person who freaking showed up for him, period.
Poor Tony Oliver.
Dude's probably just sitting there twiddling his thumbs. He's just like, dang. I really wish I had something to do right now.
But no, honestly, my biggest bitch for the con is just that. But like, there were some other things that could have been handled better and whatnot, even with you staff. But that's neither here nor there.
Yeah.
Honestly,
And then there was the hotel manager.
Oh, I saw his post with that hashtag.
This sounds like a good story.
Wait a minute.
That
Is this a
face.
story that can be
You
told
can't-
here?
You can't see it if you're listening
Yes,
to this,
it
but
can.
that face.
All right.
That face
Question
says
though.
it all.
Question. When this episode actually airs, I plan to actually tag Anime Central at this. Do you mind if I do that?
Because this was
I-
not ACen related.
I personally say don't tag ACen at all, but like not just in general because I'm kind of shitting on the con right now and they don't want to hear this.
Yeah, but I don't
Fair enough.
So-
But then again, isn't it a good thing that they don't want to hear it because they kind of need to?
You're not wrong, but I'm just saying.
Double-edged
like,
sword.
People will bring it to its attention one way. You don't need to tag.
It's already, I was saying,
Fair
you don't need
enough.
to. It's already, that attention has already been brought there.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't be surprised if we're like the
We're just-
100th podcast who
We're,
bitch about ACen.
we're, like, we're, just
Yeah,
we're just
probably.
adding that little extra piece of gas.
A little bit of that salt on the top there.
Yeah.
So okay.
And this happened like not this story he told me wasn't even at ACen. It didn't happen at the convention.
No, it did. It happened because
Oh.
the Hyatt Hotel
Oh, yeah.
is part of the con.
I keep forgetting that.
It's okay. A lot of people do somehow. Anyway, so Hyatt hotels. I love Hyatt. I am a member of
Best
Hyatt.
shower ever.
Of
showers
that,
are quite
that
nice.
specific Hyatt. Yes.
The last time I was at that hotel, oh, that shower was beautiful.
Oh, it had just the
No,
right
what we had
pressure.
at the Rose, we called it the fuck me shower because
it-
it's
it-
big enough you could fuck in it.
Yeah, no, dude, you could have a small orgy
I
in that
didn't
shower.
need to know that.
And
No,
you
Yeah,
do.
that's kind of
Dude,
TMI.
you could fit me,
No,
Ross.
I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
I think he wants to know.
Bite your tongue. Bite
You
your tongue.
and
I don't
Ross
wanna
in the
know.
shower together. I
I
did
don't
not
want to know.
want that image.
We have gone past badger, mushroom, and snake territory with this story.
Actually,
Got all the way to laser.
Actually, me and Ross have showered together before, so
I didn't need to know.
Can we just move on? No.
So I'm going to be
Okay.
needing about 3 of those drinks.
Yeah.
because I'm going to need to forget the last 2.5
I think I'm
minutes
gonna
of
need
this
to make a few drinks as well, sir.
I'm gonna need to forget this conversation.
okay,
With the help of our good friend,
Rolling
Mr.
back.
Alcohol.
Mr.
Rolling
Alcohol.
back.
He's
Okay, yeah, roll it.
Rewind the tape.
Okay. So, okay, now I love Hyatt. I'll always love Hyatt. And I'll always room at Hyatt. I hope I don't draw shit with Hyatt from now on because of this. Just saying.
Yeah.
But at this specific Hyatt hotel for the con, okay, so as we all know, at conventions, there's always that one guy who, whether it's because of cosplay or in general, has a speaker on him or a boombox or whatever.
Yeah, sure.
The big one.
That's playing his music in the hallways or the
Yeah.
and all
There's
that.
always that guy,
So-
sure.
Yeah.
But he's not annoying about it, you know?
Okay.
So
Yeah.
this guy is actually doing it because it's part of his cosplay.
Okay.
And it's like, you know what? Why not? He's playing some good killer bomber-ass music, right?
All right, yeah.
And even when he's playing it, he's not playing it so loud
At a
that you're like, oh my god, my ears. No, it's like
At a comfortable volume.
it's like I can hear it from across the room or across the
Because
hall
of the acoustics.
because of the acoustics,
Yeah.
but it's not like, dear Lord, shut that off, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
it's
great.
not like your front row center at a Metallica concert.
And,
Yeah.
and it's not probably like 2 a.m. either, right?
Oh no, this was like middle of the day.
Yeah, sure.
Like later on in the day, something like that. And like so he just comes into the Hyatt because, you know, he's just roaming around and shit.
Yeah.
And this random motherfucker
This guy.
comes up and is like, turn that shit off. I demand, turn that shit off. And my friend Renji and some other people are all like, yo, what the fuck? What gives you the right to demand he turns his shit off?
I'm the
Especially-
manager.
Especially when, like, you know, no one complained or anything. He just walked in and immediately he's being yelled at and berated to turn his shit off.
He
Yeah.
basic-
Kyle.
What you're saying is this manager basically went full Mosby.
He went full Mosby, but without even saying I'm the manager. No, as people are
He was
calling
being a full-on Kenneth.
something like that. No, as he's being called the fuck out, this guy just disappears. Then, like, not even 2 minutes later, comes back. I'm the motherfucking manager of the Hyatts.
He
Like-
seriously said that.
Like,
So wait,
that-
it's almost like he had to go back and look it up to make sure that he's the one in charge.
yeah, and it's just like everyone's giving him shit till he shuts the fuck up. And like the cosplayer, gladly turned his music off anyways because
Yeah.
you know he's not a dick like that.
Right.
And he doesn't want to cause drama.
No, because
No.
because, you
He's
know,
just there to hang, man.
Yeah,
it's
he-
the
he
first
just wants to chill
it's the
out.
first ACen in like 2 years and some
Yeah,
shit.
he
Exactly.
just wants to chill.
But no, it's still like this motherfucker's like, I'm the motherfucking manager here at the Hyatt. And it's just like everyone's giving him shit, as he well fucking deserves.
Yes.
Because if he knows anything, if he really is the manager,
Of the Hyatt.
he's getting fired for that type of behavior.
he is.
Because there's no
And
way.
do not abuse the guests.
Not only do you
No.
not only do you not abuse the guests, you do not abuse the guests of a convention that brings you the
money.
most
So
money
much
of
money.
the year.
Yeah.
Which is why,
Yeah.
even for all their faults, with all the faults of the con staff of Colossal Con, the staff at the Kalahari itself, I love those guys.
Yes.
Because they're just like,
Yes.
they're just like, all right, we've got a weekend where we're gonna have about 5,000 weirdos in costumes showing up. Let's just roll with it.
Yeah, exactly.
27,000, motherfucker. Get the
And-
numbers right.
27.
And
Wow.
most of the
27.
That's crazy.
Mix,
So, yeah.
when you mix
Huge
everything-
amount of numbers. Let's go with that.
So there you go,
At a
27,000
time when you
weirdos
got
in costumes show up
weirdos
for a
in
weekend.
costumes mixing with normies.
Mixed
But-
with
With
the
normies.
But no, quick disclaimer to anyone and everyone: if you ever go to a convention, do not give the hotel staff shit. Yes, even if they are abusing their power, do not give them shit because they have to deal with thousands upon thousands of nerds, and a lot of you guys, and you know who you are, do not fucking shower.
Con funk is real.
Oh
Yeah,
yes.
there's definitely memes about that.
Yeah.
Not a very not friendly reminder. Axe is not
A
a
shower.
shower.
No,
or,
it's not.
or a replacement for washing yourself.
Yes.
Yeah.
You get in that bathtub, you turn on that water, and take a bath or take a freaking
get-
shower.
You
Not
get back
that
in that
hard.
tub right now, or so help me.
You get that thing right back in there, so help me. I love Monsters Inc., okay?
I mean, who doesn't?
It's a great movie.
Like if I stand next to someone smelling, I should have a bar of soap and a scrub. It's like, you go back to your hotel room and start showering now.
to take another line from another one of my favorite movies, get back in that shower and don't come back until you've redeemed yourself.
But no, okay. So,
so you've killed those germs and body odor. But anyway,
okay,
Badger,
so-
let's go
But
back.
yeah, no. So that's really about it for ACen. Yeah, there was some other shit I could bitch about. That's beside the point. But there was this awesome fudge stand that had the best fucking
Ooh.
fudge.
Badger.
Ooh.
Good Badger.
Okay, I'm just saying that's a highlight.
You know, how deep are we into this episode? We haven't even
Almost
announced.
50 minutes.
What?
Yeah,
Wow.
we haven't even announced the topic. But
Okay.
I know our perfect segue to that topic. You guys ready for this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait.
The
Okay.
Today's no, you shush.
I
No, you
haven't
shush.
finished my personal stuff though.
You
That's
get
1 minute.
1 minute. I will
1 minute,
permit 60
Give me
seconds.
Give me 2 minutes.
1:30.
2 minutes and 30 seconds.
1:30.
1 minute and
Actually, no, I'm gonna give
43
that 2 minutes and 30
seconds.
seconds starting right about now.
Okay, so
Alright.
so besides that and stuff, I've been trying to catch up on other stuff. I've been trying to work harder and stuff. Been trying to deal with a bunch of other shit and stuff. I recently caught up to. I'm not caught up. I'm in the middle of catching up to one of my favorite mangas right now.
Oh, not
Shut
again!
the fuck up. Which I recommend. It's called Omniscient Reader. The best way to describe it is think like you're the only person who's ever read Harry Potter in the world.
Yeah.
Now, this is a very vague fucking thing. It's not like that at all. But think you're the only person who's ever read Harry Potter in the world. You read it all the way to the end. Then you get a notification from the author saying, "Hey, by the way, here's a fucking gift." And the next thing you know, everything happening in real life is what you read in the books. And you're like, "Oh, holy shit! I know what the fuck's gonna happen,
Yeah.
and I know how to get around this shit."
Okay.
That's the best way to describe it. There we go, and done.
Time.
Okay, you kept that about 30 seconds close enough.
Oh
There
shit,
you
son!
go.
Broke the record.
You did,
So-
you did good, son.
Moving on to
The
announce
actual topic of today's
to announce
episode.
the topic of
I am
this
definitely putting in a
episode.
timestamp.
To announce the topic of the actual episode, if you'll allow me. Ahem.
I'll allow it.
Ba-da-da-da. Zelda!
Yes. I've played like most of the Zelda games myself.
Yes.
Chris, I think you've probably played most of them, right?
I played a good
I
shot.
I
played
know
whatever I
Ross-
could get my hands on, as
Yeah.
you can see.
Oh, look at them all.
For those who can't even see, since we're not doing video
That's
subject,
literally everybody except us 5. But
yeah,
yes.
pretty much. I've got a stack of Zelda games on this table right
Not
here,
just games.
It is an impressive
along with
stack.
2 art books and 1 compliments of Grant. Thank you very much, Grant.
Yep.
And right now, Sin's going through a couple of them right now.
I'm just pulling out the ones that I played that are actually good.
Like most
That's
of them.
fair enough.
Most of them are pretty good there.
I see you're
Don't
not
get me
going
started
to-
on Skyward
you are.
Sword, though.
I was about to say, I see you're not
Yeah,
going
we'll
to-
talk
but
about
then I
a
noticed-
lot of that stuff when it comes about. But anyway, to start this off, here's a good question. How did everyone get into The Legend of Zelda?
Majora's Mask.
Link's Awakening on the Game Boy and
Ocarina.
Ocarina of Time, yeah.
Ocarina. I was there when. Oh look,
There it is. He's got a copy of Ocarina there.
in the good old days of cartridges.
Yes.
And speaking of cartridges, my introduction was a classic one, A Legend of Zelda, the
Okay.
good old
Oh,
gold
oh,
card.
the OG
first
one,
time I
huh?
actually officially played it. That was somewhere was this one, but I was around. I remember when Link to the Past was new.
So, I've never played a Zelda.
Here we go. We got the
Oh,
Zelda
boy.
virgin here.
You've
The Zelda
made this
Cherry
point,
Boy.
you have
Where
made
is
this point.
where does this sound familiar from? Like from a past episode?
Ooh.
Wait, he said that before?
Yes.
Oh
What-
yeah,
what was it?
I
Was
said
it
something like that in a past
It was
episode.
the very first episode.
Was it Sonic or
from
Castlevania that you
Sonic
never
the
played?
Hedgehog and Castlevania.
Yeah.
Yeah, the very.
I
very
see you
first
like to
episode-
play Castlevania.
Yes, Psycho Mantis. Thank you very much for your input.
So yes, going back to that, I've watched people play the Zelda games.
Yeah.
I know the loose premise of some of the games. I know who the characters are. I know Link, good, Zelda, Princess, Ganon, Jerk.
Yes.
Jerk is an understatement.
That is
And
better
I'm
than
gonna be
understatement.
honest.
I was summing up. I know what the Triforce is.
Yes.
I know what the Master Sword is. I know what the
actually
Hylian.
played it.
I know what the Hylian shield
We
is.
really should change this for you,
I do
young
know,
man.
I know bits of the lore. I just
Never
never actually sat down and played the game. The closest I ever got was I watched a buddy of mine play Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. You know, I can do the moon grid.
Yeah.
Oh, holy shit.
That's
That's
pretty
close enough right there,
accurate.
actually, man.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, our listeners won't be able to see me make that face, but trust me, it's pretty accurate.
Yeah. It's about 90% there, I would say.
We could
I
always
don't
up-
have quite a pointy enough nose, but other than that,
Yeah.
I mean, we could always
No one
upload a
does.
picture on Facebook or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah, we
You
could.
could.
Or, when we have on our YouTube page, we completely turn it randomly from
That's
picture.
our thumb- that'd be
Yeah, that could be a thumbnail.
Not the thumbnail. No, just randomly. It goes from that stale picture of Grant's basement to his face. and
I
then
do.
back to the
I
basement.
do have a YouTube channel set up for this. I've just never uploaded anything for. Well, we should probably change it at some
One
point.
day, viewers. One day.
one day,
Someday.
you won't know.
We'll talk about
you
more
won't-
about how we're
you-
gonna.
won't
you-
know
Yeah,
You
in
won't know
the
how.
future.
You
What we're
won't
gonna
know
do with
when.
this.
But someday, when you least expect it, you will see my ugly mug smiling at you
Oh no,
in the
no,
creepiest way
no.
possible.
Oh no,
And
no.
and on that
no.
day, you will know that hell is real, and you're in it.
Yeah?
But yes. Oh.
Link's Awakening on the Game Boy. One of my classmates had it that I hung out with, and I played that a lot. And then eventually for Ocarina of Time, I was 9 years old. This was during No, this is during the turn of the century, like literally on like New Year's Eve going into 2000. My neighbor had Ocarina of Time, and I'm sitting in the basement. I'm just like, this is amazing. My like 9-year-old mind was blown because like when Ocarina of Time came out, there's nothing like it really.
Yeah.
In terms
No,
of like,
there wasn't.
yeah, it's a very innovative game for a reason. Like Dark Souls games like that were heavily inspired by like Zelda and Ocarina of Time. So.
Honestly, with every new console generation and games that fall with it, it's
Yeah.
always impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So obviously, Ocarina of Time, love it or hate it, it was a very innovative game. It did a lot for the industry.
Yeah.
But yeah, a 9-year-old playing it, obviously, it's probably more impressive than a 30-year-old who's never played it going to it today. But
I mean,
Yeah.
I know some people in their 60s. They played the original back in the day and stuff.
Yeah.
When they were like 30, they were like, "Holy shit!"
right, yeah, it's one of those games where it's like,
when Link's shield had a cross, had a cross on it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I remember that.
But yeah, I mean, again, like you can go back to it today, and Ocarina of Time is still good. But
Like most shields did.
Yeah, because,
The planners and the peanut and the
Oh,
peanut
look,
gallery.
one half of the peanut gallery has entered.
I'm guessing
They
she
just
wants.
snuck into your stealth like.
enter Terra.
I'm guessing she wants to throw her 2 cents on Zelda.
Yeah, I'm just gonna use Chris's mic. Hi, Chris's mic.
We have guest star Terra.
Well, like what Grant said, it being mind blowing. I mean, first thing I thought was the Jurassic Park introduction.
Yeah. Holy fucking shit!
It's
It's
a
a
dinosaur.
Triforce.
Holy
Jesus
shit.
Christ! Look at the
What
Great
the
Fairy's
fuck?
boobs.
You know what? I heard that. You can get a jar right
Yeah.
there.
At first, I always thought Joe is is the one that said that.
big fairy boobies. Okay, I got it out of my system. I got it out of my
got this one,
system.
too.
Nicely done, Tara. Good.
And you
I take it. Was that your introduction as well, Tara?
I guess so.
Awesomeness. We're in the same boat.
Actually, technically, my introduction was Ocarina of Time, but we had this, and I did fiddle with it, but I never.
Even still.
Rip. Anyways,
Ocarina of Time is always a good one. So good, in fact, that for those who don't know, back in the day when Wind Waker came out on the GameCube, if
Oh
you
yeah.
pre-ordered it,
Yep.
you also got a freebie copy of Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. And when it
With
came out on the GameCube.
motherfucking Master Quest included and shit.
yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, first, second, and all that good stuff.
Yeah, if you played the Master Quest, especially in Jabba Jabba's belly, they had cow heads stuck in the stomach. You had to
Oh,
shoot them to
yeah.
unlock switches.
Because
It
of
was
course
very
Yeah.
they
odd.
did.
Jabba
Jabba,
Jabba ate cows.
Ocarina
and they
of
were
Time.
alive.
Ocarina of Time had some really like messed up stuff in it, like going back to like the Re-Dead. I remember like being like 9 years old and them jumping on, going like, "Ugh," and I'm just like, what is going on? They're like, they're demolishing me
Yes, the redeads, yes, but then you had to go into
into the well, and then Nightmare
And then
just
that-
like
that-
the nightmare is real.
Honestly, the Red Dead's kind of had a rapey feel.
Yeah, they very much, yes.
Get it off.
And then the music that plays, like that freaked the fuck out of me when I was 9 years old. Basically,
Yeah,
yes,
that-
bro,
that.
that was unnecessary.
It was unnecessary, but
Well, there goes my ears.
yeah.
God, no. it's
Thank
that
God I'll be able to
man.
equalize the audio a
Yes.
bit here for us in post production, but
A couple of fun facts.
Don't ever do that again.
At least not without a warning, please.
Yes, I would. It would be much appreciated.
Eh,
but
look
Like,
at us
just- like,
teasing Chris
just-
here.
Just do this. Do 3 fingers and have them slowly. And make sure we see the 3 fingers
Make sure we
before
are
we
aware
have to cover
before
our
we go
ears,
down.
please.
But yes.
I feel it was worth it a little
but,
bit.
yeah. Anyway, going back to Ocarina, fun fact: they actually had to censor, completely remove one of the music tracks.
yes, because didn't it sound
Actually,
like
not just the music tracks, but at least when it came from
Fire
that
Emblem.
version, the cart deal N64 version to the remake, they had to take out a few designs. They had to make a few design changes.
wasn't it because of like was it like Muslim or Christian
Fire-
It
chanting?
was an Islamic chant.
Islamic chanting, that's right.
Yes.
Yes.
Which some
Yeah,
people
I probably
actually
should have
had.
done it. It was an Islamic
fun-
chant, yep.
Yes, but it was thanks to I think it was Gaijin Guma that I found this out from. That
I love
people,
that guy.
yes, he I think somebody he had Muslim friends of his actually listen to that
Yeah.
to actually tell him what it was actually saying,
Yeah.
and they even told him they felt dirty doing that.
Yeah.
Even for the fact just for translating, they felt dirty because of what it was.
Yeah.
Wasn't it just like saying like in the name of Allah or something in there?
I would not know.
Okay.
As the only Muslim here, yeah, essentially it was praying and whatnot,
Yeah.
but even then, it was just like, why are you using our prayers in this?
Yeah, it's kind of a weird thing to sample in the music
especially,
for sure.
Especially when it's like, oh wow, look, you have no Muslim staff at all making this game. And
They probably just heard it and didn't really understand what it
Yeah.
was, is my
Which
assumption.
is understandable to a degree, but it's
Yeah.
also like, bro, please ask or some shit because.
Well, first of all, do they know what they were doing is the question. Secondly, if they did know, then yes, they're definitely in the wrong. But
90% of the time, because
More than
xenophobia,
likely.
I'm gonna go with they knew what they were doing.
It's
They
Japan.
knew.
They are very.
Now,
And then the other fun,
Yeah.
the original design of the mirror shield.
yes,
Also, Muslim
Yes.
iconography.
I'd have to take a look at that.
It
But
had the moon and the crescent and the star.
yeah.
that honestly
There's
means
a good
nothing.
amount of
Okay,
lore
so
and stuff I don't know.
So I'm gonna say this. That means nothing. in
That
all
it's
honesty.
kind of whatever,
like,
but
like literally, okay, so Muslims will use that just because it's to let people know, okay, this is a Muslim place right here. That, in all honesty, it means nothing. It's just a moon and a star.
Yeah.
That's it.
yeah,
So,
the chanting's going to be much more iconic.
the chanting, yes, but whereas the moon and star, literally, they could have kept that. No one would give a shit outside of like maybe some extremist white betties or whatever.
yeah,
Right. I mean, let's face it. For those of you who paid close enough attention in the movie Top Gun, Merlin has the star and moon as part of his helmet design.
I've never seen it. So I don't know.
I've never seen Top
Yeah,
Gun
I'm
myself
sorry.
either.
I'm also on that boat
Also-
too. I've never seen Top
Also,
Gun.
another
I'd like to.
You
I'd
know,
like
I
to
was-
see it.
wait,
You know,
wait,
I
I've
was
seen Top Gun.
I was considering bringing that for movie night tonight because I've got the Steelbook 30th anniversary edition.
I kind of want to
Blu-ray.
watch Top Gun. It looks like
I
a great
have
movie.
Seen, and I have seen Top Gun. Another fun fact, I think it was in Tom Cruise's jacket, it has the flag of Taiwan on it.
Yes, it does.
Yep, but no, like honestly, like
Which
I did it.
Can't play that in China.
Which we have discussed this as well before. Yes, I haven't seen Top Gun, but we did discuss I would watch it if you sat me down to watch it. Which
Well, guess what? Guess what you're doing the next time you come to my house?
fine, but or you can accept me come to my
Playing with
place.
the boys.
Yeah. Anyways, but no, not everyone can watch every fucking movie. I may be a
Unfortunately, well, also others got to introduce it to others.
And
That's
that-
another thing.
and yes, I may be a cinephile, but at the same time though, I can't watch every fucking movie in the world,
Yeah.
especially when I am trying to watch every fucking movie in the world. No, seriously, I've seen so many Chinese, so many French, so many Russian before all this Russia-Ukraine stuff. I've seen so many movies of so many different countries that I cannot keep track of every American movie ever fucking made. Which, by the way, fuck the Oscars.
And Badger.
Yes. But
Yes.
back to
Back to the main topic.
You are correct. I apologize for that, Badger, but
Yes, but you made your statement, now we move on.
yes.
And then it's Link to the Past. Oh, look, the Link with pink hair. Because of graphicals.
Eh.
They had to do this to make his hair stand out.
No, that's understandable, but like, eh.
Yeah. I'm just stating facts.
I remember I've seen people that actually got so pissed off, angry, being like, "Why did they make him gay?" I'm like, just because he has pink hair doesn't mean he's gay. Remember, he is an elf.
Yeah. That, and it's like it had nothing to do with sexuality
Actually,
anyway.
they've never actually outright said he's an elf.
I don't give a shit. He has elf ears. He's a fucking elf.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying it's never actually been outright stated.
And
elf.
you know,
Well,
he lives in a
I wouldn't be
horse.
surprised if it was said in the manga of any one of these variations.
I mean-
No. You see, I can see it now. I can hear it now already from someone listening to this to be like, actually, he's a Hylian. And I'm like, oh, so he's an elf. Because
There's always gonna be that person that probably say it.
So just because he's from another universe does not mean he's not an elf. If you tell me he's a human, I'm gonna call bullshit.
Well, he's definitely not human.
Oh yeah, no, especially since
He's Link. He's what he is.
He is Link.
yeah, especially when you're in a universe with giant like golem people, fish people. Do you want to make out with fish people
And
with their
some-
fishy fish lips?
Let's not forget a semi-immortal evil wizard.
Yeah, evil pig wizard.
And
Evil
you know,
pig wizard, yes.
Oh,
And
yeah.
rock people who secretly want to be Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, yup. And just like everything else, if you tell me he's not an elf, I will call bullshit every fucking time. Anyways, but no, it's like I've said before, I don't care for the Legend of Zelda franchise, but I do like some of the games.
Which I know you've picked out a couple from my collection.
I'm
Right
missing
there?
I'm missing one because for some reason it's
Which
not,
one is that?
the most overrated one of them all.
You're talking the
BOT dubs.
Yes.
Breath of the Wild. That's why I brought the strategy guide instead, because
Okay.
currently right now I'm letting my cousin borrow it.
So,
since I'm done with it.
Of my top 5 Zelda games, and I'm saying this now to fast forward for the future and whatnot, Hyrule Warriors, Zelda Twilight Princess, Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, and Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild is overrated as fuck. I will easily admit it is a fun game. Great gameplay, great graphics, and all of that, but it's overrated as fuck, and I will say that and die
You
on
know,
that hill.
I gotta agree with that. When I did my playthrough of Breath of the Wild and streamed it, I can see why people love it so much. At the same time, I feel it's overhyped.
Yes. Now, I will say this. I can commend it for this thing and this thing alone. The one Zelda game where shit is an item. that you waste all your time trying to get.
Yeah.
At least it's gold.
At least, yeah, a gold-covered shit.
Which even the description says it has a bad smell.
Oh yeah, that was right. Completionist did say something about that.
Yes, he
didn't
did.
Him and a bunch of
Because
other people.
Nintendo basically dared him to do it.
Yeah, no, so like when you collect all 999 currencies or whatever,
Which I did not do.
Which thank God you didn't, because that'd be a waste of your fucking time.
I am not going around the frickin' map everywhere to collect those.
Yeah. No, when you do that, you literally get handed a golden pile of shits.
And it's a gift.
Yes. It's a gift, like when my cat goes in the litter box.
Yes.
And leaves me little chocolates.
But let's see what. Oh yes, and then we were going to talk about Link's Awakening and its Switch and its updated version of the Switch was the one Zelda game where you can steal things.
Yeah.
You mean and from Link's Awakening and the
Yes.
Game Boy version.
Yeah, you can do it in the Switch version too. It's just
Yep.
really hard. Both
Harder in the Switch version, honestly, because I have attempted it.
Yes. But fun fact, no listeners, if you don't, the game will yell at you for it.
Oh yeah, one of the punishments you get.
Because like most Zeldas that could do it, you could name your Link. You could rename Link. I'll look at all the game names, for example. But even if you do that in Link's Awakening, once you steal, the entire game realizes it will say, you don't get to go, you are now thief.
Yeah.
For the rest of the game, no matter what you do. And if you're really feeling adventurous and go back into that shop, the shopkeeper, he will go full Emperor Palpatine on you.
That's right.
And you die.
Yep.
Yes.
But yeah, no,
Because here's how it's like, unlimited power! And there goes Link. Also, cool fact, for those of you playing Twilight Princess, you can defeat the big boss with a fishing pole.
That's true.
I was gonna say though, it's teaching you a lesson. Stealing is wrong.
Yes.
And then you die.
Stealing is fun, okay?
Plus, you want to talk about another way to easily finish off an enemy, which I have actually done.
Wind Waker.
Wind Waker, yes. If you manage to take like water from the Deku tree, you can just plant it on the boss when he's vulnerable. It dies instantly. But it's the second dungeon boss, I should mind you. I forget the name of the boss.
Cali Demos.
Thank you.
You can
Welcome.
actually use
No,
the bottle to
wait.
deflect
I
the
just
power
remembered.
of
I think you
energy
fucked
that
up
goes
earlier.
that
I don't
way.
think it's Twilight Princess you can kill with a fish
Yes,
fish
it
rod.
is. It is Twilight Princess.
I could have sworn it was.
Well, distract him, then you get some free
Yes,
hits.
you
That's
don't
it.
You don't like straight up defeat him, but like when he starts moving, just throw out the fishing pole. Somehow it distracts him, and it gives you free shots till he's dead.
Okay, yeah, that makes more sense. I thought it was Wind Waker where you could actually beat him to death with the fishing rod.
Well, both in Wind Waker and Ocarina of Time, you can fight him with a bottle. Every time he throws a ball of energy, you can use the bottle to deflect it.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
How to sum up every Ganon fight in Zelda ever? Play ping pong with bolts of energy, hit him with a sword.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh man.
See, I really liked Wind Waker. I feel like that one got like a bad rap a lot of
I
times.
think Wind Waker is garbage.
Mainly because
Person
the
to person.
animation. Like, people are just like, oh, it
People
looks
just
too
aren't-
childish.
I think
People just aren't into cell shades.
I think Wind Waker's garbage in my personal opinion. I thought it was boring as piss. I gave it a chance even with its awful art style, in my opinion.
The only thing that annoyed me is having to do the stuff with Tingle.
Yeah.
Yeah,
By the way,
that's-
In the GameCube version,
and
yes. But
Ting-
thankfully, some of the stuff got rectified in the HD version.
And I'm sorry, Tingle is super rapey. He is so rapey.
Well, yeah, he's a normal man who wants to be a fairy
Yeah,
Yeah.
Wind Waker is actually one of my
Also,
favorites.
he
Like,
dresses in a unitard.
and carries balloons.
Spandex, more than likely. I read Ocarina of Time, absolutely loved. Majora Mask is hands down my favorite. Hell, I wrote a drink menu based off the game.
Yup.
I need to get that made still. I still have to
Get
write
on
that.
with it.
I will.
Wait, who the fuck are you? Actually, I just realized that.
You know who I am. You brought me here.
No, I didn't.
Well, you haven't been formally
You kidnapped me
introduced
from my home and brought me here.
I do not know this person. I don't know where she's making these bold claims from.
Besides, you mentioned it earlier. You told them my name. You said it. You said Tara's here. Tara's talking.
Did I?
You did.
You did.
Oh shit. What
God
the?
dang, son.
I'm gonna leave this room here in a second. But I
Yeah,
was
you
gonna,
might want to.
You might want to pretty
But-
soon.
For your
But I
phone's
was gonna
safety.
say, Majora's Mask hands down favorite. Ocarina of Time love, and I've replayed Wind Waker quite a few times. I like it. I'm not gonna, claim that it's a good game or it's a bad game, but I enjoy it.
No, I don't give a fuck about that. It's just that fucking what the fuck, Ross.
Hey, at least it was gaseous and not solid.
But still.
This is the perk to being a guest. I can leave the room whenever I want.
No, you really can't,
Run
but
away.
I want you out of here. Get out of my house.
For your safety.
You don't live here.
You don't know that.
And then, you know,
No, we have
I'm
said
tag teaming with Tara here, so I'm jumping back in.
we have said it's Grant's house, so
Yes.
you can't use that.
Well, I mean, technically, it's Uncle Hank's house last we checked.
Yeah, it's Uncle Hank's house. Remember, owns my soul.
You
No,
forget,
that's true.
Yeah.
Wait.
What
Wait.
did I miss, by the way, while I tagged out?
Well, Ross just ripped a big one.
Wow.
It sounded so wet too.
And honestly, it needed to come out because I was kind of holding it in. I couldn't hold, because I thought it might have been something.
And well, these guys.
Did I miss
suck.
anything about Zelda? That's actually what I was asking.
So okay, so I listed off the 5 best Zelda games in my opinion.
Oh, I could
For
do
him,
that.
at
Let's
least.
see.
I'll
So
listen
the
to
two.
some.
Let's see. For me, the two N64s, I would probably say also.
You want to give specific titles though, so people know. What
Sure,
they're talking about?
Ocarina, Time, and Majora's Mask.
There you go.
Link to the Past, obviously.
Yeah.
I would also, just for me personally, I love Link's Awakening because I grew up with it.
Good stuff, which I mentioned fun facts.
Yeah, I think that is objectively still one of the better games. Breath of the Wild is great. I know you kind of like hate it, but
No, so I was
It-
I was saying to these guys because Breath of the Wild is in my top 5.
sure.
While it is highly overrated.
Oh, yeah.
And super dumb story wise because it's the same shit over and over again. Gameplay wise, graphic wise,
Yeah.
and art style wise
It's
is
pretty.
phenomenal.
Oh yeah, that's why I
Yeah.
like it. I think it's a great game.
Like I wouldn't mind playing it if it would just everyone would stop sucking its dick.
Well, why don't you just stop caring about what people have to say and play it?
Because people keep doing it.
I mean, they do, but
okay. Imagine Nier Automata.
Yeah.
But everyone would not shut the fuck up about it in ways that you'd find annoying. That's basically the best way I can sum up Breath of the Wild.
but to be fair,
Too bad.
to be fair, the Kingdom Hearts fan base is like that, and I think they're great games. So
No, like same.
Yeah.
But it's like for me,
But
it's worse with Zelda because that fan base has been around for decades longer than any of them.
yeah, but I think because of its legacy, I'm not saying like it's justified, but like there's more historical legacy to Zelda, so it's like you could justify the relevance of the franchise as a historical
doesn't mean everything.
landmark.
But no.
But yes, I do agree that it
But
is
essentially-
absolutely overrated.
But
so.
essentially, I'll always recommend Breath of the Wild gameplay wise.
Oh, yeah.
But if someone's like, "Hey, what has the best story?" Anything but that.
No, yeah, it's not the best one.
Off the beaten path of Zelda.
And look, I'm just
That's
gonna
why we go with Hyrule Warriors.
really quick little mushroom or whatever. I just got to say, yes, I love Zelda games, but not for the story. It's the gameplay. The gameplay is solid. It's top notch. It's usually consistently good.
Which, as Ross was saying, the best Zelda game because it's different than all of them. Hyrule Warriors, because it's a fucking Dynasty Warriors.
It's
game.
so
Muso game, yes.
So Hyrule Warriors, I have played. That's like one Muso I've completed from start to finish campaign wise. Yes, I do think it's good. I don't think it's the best Zelda, sure, but I think it is.
No, we're not saying that.
But I think it's probably one of the. It's
what it is.
I think for what it is, it might be the best Muso game ever made.
One of the best.
What definitely one of the best.
Well, granted, I have not finished it myself.
And I'm not a huge Muso guy, mind you, though. So
Devil Kings.
Dynasty Warriors Gundam 3.
I can top you with that one. Gundam Reborn on the PS3.
I haven't played that one.
Especially if you get all the DLC.
Indeed.
This is I didn't think we'd talk about Gundam on Zelda episode.
But that's a Badger moment.
Yeah,
and one
Badger,
that had
but-
and I felt had to be said.
That's relatable. Related.
Okay, now let's just get off on the game strictly as game.
Yeah, let's go back to Zelda.
One last thing though, Sengoku Basara. That's an amazing one right there.
I'm
Okay.
just saying, let's forget the game. Let's talk about the fun parts of the game.
So what-
everybody's favorite item and or weapon.
Well, actually, getting back to
I love the
I'd like
hook
to pick-
shots.
I give off my top picks real quick. My top 3 are Link's Awakening Game Boy,
Yep.
a Ocarina of Time N64, and Link to the Past.
So a man of fine taste, I see.
Yeah, well,
Ah,
Link to the
man.
Past was my very first N64 game that got bundled with my Super Nintendo.
Nice.
And also, it's thanks to my cousin Tommy, and when he showed this to me way back then, I fell in love with it.
Oh, and I really mentioned.
However, though,
I'll be honest with you. I just a quick little side note. I didn't play Link's Awakening or Link to the Past until I played the Game Boy Advance version. I don't know if it's
the
a
one that
shape.
has a slightly additional content.
Yeah, with the extra 4 swords, which was awesome by the way. If you had a couple friends to play with.
Sadly, I have not played the multiplayer on the Game Boy, but
Oh, really?
on the Nintendo 3DS, however.
Oh, that's
Nintendo
right. They did
decided-
make a 3DS version of that,
a
didn't they?
3DS port.
Port, yeah.
Technically.
Well,
3DS also had Triforce Heroes.
yeah,
But-
I never played it 4 players, but I had a friend Matt, and we had Max, and the 3 of us played the 4 swords. It was awesome.
And because you're mentioning that, I do have to mention one of the additional things that Link to the Past Game Boy Advance has. As that 4 Swords dungeon, if you manage to do
Oh, yeah.
if you finish the multiplayer campaign.
Yep.
If I may.
I want to play that dungeon, but I need people to play the multiplayer with first.
I'll play it with you.
I mean, I'll give it a shot.
Yeah.
See, okay, so I will say this about Four Swords. It would have been in my top 5, but it just fell flat to me.
It's definitely a very
Like,
short game.
It has such potential to be actually one of, if not the better Zelda games. But they're just like, you know what? We're just gonna make it like a side game.
Did you
Well,
did you
technically,
did you
since
play
they had
the
to
4
bundle
swords?
it into the cartridge with Link to the Past? They had
Yeah.
a reason to make it short.
I
Really
understand
quick
that.
on a very related note, I see down there 4 Swords Adventures on the GameCube. Yes,
That concept
that
they
is,
took for it and made an
actual
actual
game,
full-fledged
yes.
multiplayer game.
and that
Yeah.
game was
for it.
pretty sweet to say
Yeah,
the least.
that's the one I'm talking about, though.
Oh yeah, that one was still fun. I thought.
Zelda, not
But-
console-based and handhelds. I see you got. Oh, look at that. We have Age of Oracle.
Oh yeah, the
Which
Oracle
is
games are
also-
great.
Which I've also got
Never played those.
4 other games right here,
However,
which
did play it and finished this.
Oh yes,
Link Between
Link.
Worlds.
That was
a
that
fun
was
one.
phenomenal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those 2 we just mentioned. Another of my favorites, but in no particular order. Plus, we've also got OG Legend of Zelda in the favorites. And Wind
This one
Waker.
goes out to my friend Dave, who loves. That's his favorite game, the original Legend of Zelda.
So, okay, here's what I can say about the original Legend of Zelda. It is a groundbreaking game.
Masterpiece, yes.
I'm not going to say masterpiece. But
I think it's a masterpiece.
it is
For
groundbreaking.
its time.
Definitely
We'll
for
say that.
definitely for the
For
time.
its time. For its time,
It
it's
can be
great.
said.
But overall, though, I'm going to say it's groundbreaking of the time. It has inspired a lot of other games since then.
Yes.
But the number one thing, though, that I can appreciate about the original Legend of Zelda, Little and the rest, it's proof that Robin Williams, rest in peace, was a fucking nerd.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yes,
There's
because
he
he's
had
not the big father
Evangelion.
of Zelda.
They had Neon Genesis Evangelion in one of his movies. Of course, he's a fucking nerd.
That and
That's true,
named
they
his
did.
daughter.
They did. Yep.
After Zelda, and had a special cameo in Breath of the Wild.
Yep.
Yep.
Can we all
He
just
did?
spend like 10 seconds in
didn't
silence
know
for
that.
Robin
Well,
Williams?
It's an alleged cameo.
basically-
It's never officially
It
said.
was never officially said, but you see this guy that is like, how could you not? How could it not be?
Yeah.
Yeah, not like, here, let me pull
I
it up.
forget the name of the guy. I forget the name of the guy.
Oh, I'm just going to pull up
You do
fucking...
that.
Yeah.
While you do that, I'm gonna talk.
I'll say, does this character offer anything special?
He was like I think he was like a merchant or something. I forget. But I'm gonna, we haven't talked much about number 2. There's like only technically.
Two, two is a
Zelda
definite.
2.
Everybody
the
will
only
talk about
technically
that.
direct-
There you go.
You can just look at the images.
Oh, I
Yeah.
haven't seen this character, but I see.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's more in Breath of the Wild, not Wind Waker.
I said Breath of the Wild.
You
Not,
did say Breath of the Wild.
yeah, not
Yeah.
once they will say with
Ross, were you saying it's the only
Okay.
direct sequel?
Technically, yes.
Well, I mean,
I didn't come
Majora's
across that
Mask
character
takes place
yet.
immediately
Yeah.
after Ocarina of Time, you know.
But Ocarina of Time itself takes place before. The timeline of Zelda is weird.
It is very well. That's
Well,
a that's a
it
whole nother
breaks into
statement
two
right
different
there.
Paths apparently, depending.
No,
on
it's
Link
it's-
wins or dies.
Well, no, it's a trident. It's Link wins in like the Hero Link timeline, and I think like it's a trident if you read the Hyrule Historia.
It's weird.
Which I
It
haven't
is
read
very
the whole thing
yeah.
yet, unfortunately.
Basically, it branches.
Talk about convoluted
I see it.
game
Yeah.
storylines.
Basically,
timelines.
it branches off with Ocarina of Time with 3 different timelines from
It's
Ocarina.
just
So
weird. But not on another Zelda 2. It wasn't a top-down.
no, it was a
Well,
side
the over-
scroller.
well,
Side-scrolling
when you actually started
RPG.
to play it, yes.
Yeah.
And let's see, that's the first instance you fight Shadow Link.
It was the final boss.
And there's
Yep.
a way. And there's a way you can cheese it.
Yep, you just crouch in the corner
Crouch in
and,
the corner
and stab him. Yep.
Let's
Run
look-
into it.
The AVGN Power Glove episode, anyone?
I remember
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Remember.
Yeah.
Well, he didn't specifically mention it in Power Glove. He did an actual episode.
Oh, that's right.
full on about number 2, and then
Yeah.
you just see him put the Power
Glove on.
and he's just talking.
Yeah.
On the background.
And he's just
Actually-
like stab, 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 stab.
Behind the scenes, I wouldn't be surprised if that power glove was unplugged and someone else was just doing it.
It could
It's
be
possible, but the
Yeah,
idea
game
itself is
itself.
hilarious. Yeah.
Yeah,
have to
but
add
it's good
it.
content nonetheless.
Yeah, for sure.
Like I said,
I'd like to
that's
meet
okay.
the AVGN someday for
So
sure.
would I.
Meet James? Hell yes.
Yeah. Board James, anyone? I think Board James was kind of underrated as a side
Yeah.
note.
As was video rental reviews.
Yeah, those are pretty
They're
cool too.
okay.
Yeah, they're not as
I
good as
didn't
those
watch
two,
them much,
but
but unless they covered a specific one I
They're
wanted to
all
see.
right. Board Games
Yeah.
was fun because it just started off as random. Then he
and
actually
it gets in, like insane by the end there.
Then
Yeah,
he actually made like a whole
like
universe,
a little
lore out of
like
it.
lore. Yeah.
It's weird. But let's see what else we got.
Let's see here. We have what's it called?
There's a couple-
Triforce Hero on the 3DS.
I have not played that
Spider
one.
Boots.
It's one of the few that I haven't
There's
played.
a couple you're missing
I
there, Chris.
did try this one, and however, thankfully this one got bundled with my 3DS
Yes,
right here.
Chris, I noticed that even out of all your content, there is a couple you're missing.
Yes. Where's
Yeah.
where's the
Actually, 3.
where's
There's
the
3.
where's
They were for the DS.
That's because I don't have them.
Ah.
I believe it or not, I
Minish
wasn't
Cap?
interested in the ones on the DS.
Minish
Honestly.
Cap?
Minish Cap was on the Game Boy Advance, though.
Actually, yeah, that was Game Boy Advance.
Okay.
But there was
There
Phantom
was-
Hourglass
Phantom
and
Hourglass,
Spirit Tracks was the other.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. What about Full Metal Alchemist?
Full Metal Alchemist. Full Metal Alchemist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad you stopped
As a-
that when you did.
Good. He's
I-
learning.
oh,
He's
slowly,
learning.
slowly.
Slowly, but learning.
Yes.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Yeah, when Triforce Heroes got announced, they also announced the special
look at
edition
that.
3DS.
That
I
is
got right
really,
here.
really nice looking, though.
And in every
Yeah.
single one,
And it's a fun little
no
fact.
one
I just keep
actually
it shielded
speaks
with
in-
a
no
cover
one-
like that.
Hey.
It'd be like
Yeah.
little T's. Like, does anyone even think about it?
Yeah.
Link, or his actual real name, Yeah.
So speaking of that, that's my biggest complaint when it comes to the franchise. You play a mute character,
Yes.
and
I wouldn't-
whenever people are you like, oh well, he's supposed to be you. You talk. You always talk.
Yeah,
How
that's
come
fair.
you are not allowed to talk?
to
in the game?
be fair,
Be fair.
look at all those silent protagonists in JRPGs, though.
true.
Chrono
Most of them,
Trigger is one of my
yes.
favorite
Oh,
games.
Custom
and I love it.
Robo.
You okay? The silent protagonist though will usually be like, "Oh hey, I'm actually given an option to reply with." Though.
Yeah.
I may not
Well, you could-
actually
you could-
speak in game.
Well, yeah,
but
you
at
can
least
do that
there's
in some
sort of option.
You can do that in the Zelda games, though. Especially Breath of the Wild recently.
You're not wrong on that one. But for most of them, though,
Most of them,
you're
sure.
not given an option to say anything.
Yeah.
It's just, do you want to stay the night at the end or something?
Yeah.
That's it.
But anyway,
And
I
that's-
mean, let's face it, it's just because the developers
Yeah.
are too cheap to pay for another voice actor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially,
I don't know
well,
about that.
up
So
until
they're technically paying the guys to just
recently.
do grunts and whatnot.
yeah. But anyway,
Yeah.
But
you
to
know what?
speak,
But
that's a different
we're
story.
getting off track here for
Right.
sure.
No, we don't even need a voice actor to actually give him a voice. I'm just saying, give him a fucking dialogue, even if you have to read it the whole fucking
Even if
time.
you had to,
I feel like it ruins some of the mystique of the character, though.
What mystique? He's supposed to be you.
He's not supposed to be. He's not supposed to be you.
He is you.
I disagree with those people. He's the hero of time. I'm not the hero of time. Am I the hero of time? I'm not the hero of time.
You're not even.
I'm
the
not
hero,
even
You're not even the hero of tomorrow.
I'm not even the hero of this basement.
That's-
So how the hell am I supposed to relate to Link? He is a character I play
You're not
as.
supposed to relate to him. You're just supposed to be him.
But I'm not him.
I'm just, you know what?
And
Oh my
scene.
dear lord! I'm
And
just-
Badger.
Badger.
No, that's not even a badger because we're actually talking about the game.
That's true. We are.
And
And end scene. Walk stage
Before
left.
before you start yelling,
Exit stage.
before
Exit
you wake
stage
up-
left.
Before we wake up, Auntie,
oh,
again.
I swear.
Let's talk about the funding. Favorite weapon.
Okay, so yes,
Aside from Master Sword.
Like I said,
Master Sword is trash to me. It can go in a fire.
the big
somewhere.
Gorin sword, baby. Yeah. All.
Oh, double damage.
double
At the
damage?
cost of just holding it with two hands.
You look like an idiot,
That was
and it's
my
great.
go-to with
Yeah.
Ocarina of every
I-
single
I
time.
love that sword.
Every time, and I always get the adult section. That's the first thing I
Yep,
always do.
that's-
With the big Goron.
I would always get that quest.
Big weapons that do a lot of damage. The Bigoron knife.
Well, that's meant to
that's
be like
technically-
you're supposed to replace that.
Yeah, or the giant's hammer.
Yeah. Yeah, but of my favorite items, like I said, the hook shots. I love the hook shots. I wish hook shots existed in real life.
That's
They
a good
probably
weapon.
do.
Oh,
but-
grappling hooks.
Yeah, but they're not the same. They don't have the same soul.
Back in the old days, can't go wrong with a good boomerang.
Boomerang's classic,
Yell,
but
Yell Force Boomerang. Yell.
Uh-huh.
Can't forget the Yell.
Especially in some certain games when you can actually upgrade it.
Yeah.
To either a long boomerang, magical boomerang, whatever.
Because it's strictly my favorite Legend of Zelda, the Force Deity mask.
Fierce Deity.
Fierce deity, yeah.
I know of it,
Wait,
still
wait,
haven't
wait,
played
what did I
the
say?
draw.
Force Deity.
Okay, I apologize for that.
The one you
We
had
know,
to-
we knew what you were talking
you
about.
Had to straight go. You had to full Gerard it to get that thing.
Yeah, I
And-
did it
but
once
when
and it's
you
worth
finally
it.
do, you can just go up to Majora and just
It turns into like super very easy mode.
The reason why I love that is just because it has the coolest looking blade out of all
I
of
mean,
them.
you're not
It's just the coolest looking everything in Zelda in general,
Yeah.
honestly.
Yeah. And it's just, yeah, I just fucking love
One
it.
of my favorite silliest weapons was the spinner in Twilight Princess.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
that's a
that,
good
was
weapon.
that was weird to say the
It
least.
wasn't really a weapon. It was just more of a.
It was like you're riding on a top, basically.
Yeah.
It was like Beyblade Zelda edition.
I gotta be
It
honest,
was necessary
that
to fight
dungeon
the boss
for
of that
Twilight
dungeon.
Princess might be one of the best bosses for Twilight Princess. Period.
Which boss was it again?
How? I forget what the heck it's called. But anyone who's ever played Twilight Princess, you know what we're talking about.
You know one of my favorite Zelda bosses?
Star-Lord, that's his name, I believe.
In Majora's Mask, when at the Goron level, you're racing the guy and you're like rolling into him with the Goron. Yeah, what was that boss's name? But I like that boss.
I know that boss you're talking about.
It's like
one of my friends actually had me try that fight.
It's like a racing fight, basically, which is kind of interesting. Kelly would love that shit. So you love your fighting or racing games, don't you, Kelly?
Do you like the Zoom Zoom?
You do like the Zoom.
Zoom.
I miss those Mazda commercials. Good times.
No, okay,
The issue with that
I'm sorry.
Doing the Goron race.
Badger, really quick,
Alright.
like not even 20 seconds.
Alright.
One of my older brothers, the one I actually like, fucking, he looked like the Zoom kid once upon a time.
No kidding.
Like almost to a T.
Nice.
It was scary how much they looked alike.
That's pretty. You sure you didn't have a side hustle?
I thought about it. Anyway, but that's it. That's
Back
it.
to the main
Okay.
topic.
I'm sorry. I had to.
I mean, even Link Between Worlds had some good stuff.
Ooh, yes, it was.
Sandrod.
Yes.
That was
Those
fun.
weapons were interesting, especially after you upgraded them.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the only thing about the weapons in that one that you didn't actually get them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You had a butt ton of rupees.
Yep.
You had to rent them, and then if you died, he took them back, and you had to go get them again.
Yeah.
But
Unless you
Ravio
were really
was-
skilled at the game.
But
Yeah.
Ravio was cool though.
Ravio was awesome.
My favorite item when it comes to the Zelda franchise, though, hookshot.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The
That is a
hookshot's
good one.
what's up.
Yeah.
It was more interesting when they
upgrading
introduced
it-
the
the long-
made it
The
the
long
claw
shot,
shot
yes.
and the Twilight Princess, and then gave you two of them
Oh,
later
you know
on.
what? Actually,
Yeah.
that because you have two things to grab with.
That's
Yeah.
like,
Spiderlink.
It basically was
Does
Spiderlink.
whatever a Spiderlink does. Can he swing from a web? No, he can't, because he's an elf. Look out.
He's not an elf. He's a Hylian.
Look-
Shut up.
There's
So
a
why
huge
go back to
difference.
that subject? We've already talked about that once. We don't want to go back.
Nip it in the bud.
I am putting the sewer. I am putting the manhole on.
Do I have to get a tape gun and tape your mouth shut for the rest of this podcast?
What? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good enough. Now,
Yes.
are we talking about again aside from Zelda? Favorite item?
Items, basically.
Yeah, favorite
Fun
items.
items. Fire rods.
Ooh, fire
I
rods.
have no idea. Oh.
I feel like there's another item. I forget what it was.
I'll tell you my favorite item.
Oh, God
Uh-oh.
damn it.
Oh,
Wait,
boy.
where?
Let me tell you. Yeah, let me tell you a little fun story. I see that number 2 right there. Let me tell you, I was that lady in the town. You know the one. I was the one giving Link his full health.
Oh, fuck, I know who you are now.
Yeah, that was me.
I need an adult. I need an adult.
I'm an adult.
We need an adult. You're an adult.
I need an adult that doesn't have a criminal history.
Okay, bye.
Why does it smell like shit in here?
Mr. Bob.
Oh, baby.
God damn it.
That had a delayed effect right there.
Oh,
Good granny, that buckle of buffalo.
Oh, man.
holy shit, man. I mean,
This is sometimes why in Zelda 2 you don't go into strangers' houses.
Yeah.
And we thought Hank had bad stuff. Where did she get that?
I don't want to know, man.
eBay?
That was homemade.
Oh, God.
Oh, God, I don't even want to imagine.
I don't even know where that fucking sound came from this time.
I got a
Where-
good favorites for
You'll
everyone.
never know.
And for everyone who's actually played Ocarina of Time, what was your favorite Ocarina song? That
Oh,
includes
that's a really good question.
That also includes the temple songs.
Oh, wait,
Like
are we
you gotta
talking?
warp to.
Are we? Yeah. Oh, you mean like the ones you actually play?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, God, that is a really good question.
I can automatically tell you my number one, Nocturne of Shadow.
Yeah, that one. That and what was it?
Good one.
Bolero of Fire.
That's a good one.
That was good too.
Song of Healing.
Well, that was Majora's Mask, but yeah.
You know what? Why don't we
But-
include
Yeah.
some of
Yeah,
Majora's
it's
stuff
the
as well?
sequel.
Technically used an ocarina in it.
You know, I'll give you. I'll extend it to Majora as well, since you also are using the ocarina.
Yeah.
I mean, you can never go wrong with Song of Storms, though.
Oh yeah, classic.
Never go wrong with
Dun,
Song of
da, da,
Storms.
da, dun, 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 da, da, da. Da, 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 da,
Sorry.
dun, dun, dun.
Let's see here. I'm having a brain fart, so I have to look up what the songs are actually called because it's been a fucking minute.
Yeah.
I know what you mean.
I remember,
if you
like-
haven't played Ocarina for a long time, you can forget about
I
it.
remember like as a kid I had them all memorized, but I could probably only remember like Zelda's song,
Zelda's
Zelda's
Lullaby.
Lullaby, maybe a couple offhand. Left up, right, and then see, Song of Storms was what? A down, up, A down, up.
I can't remember.
Yeah, it's been a
Here's
while.
one for you. Do, do, do.
Do, do, do. I think even Lupin the corgi singing in the background there.
Let's see here. So I had a top 3. I remember that. So it goes to Sun Song.
Yeah.
Then it was Oso Bolero Fire because that shit.
That was rocking.
It
Yeah.
slapped. It slapped.
It did.
And then it was Prelude of Light.
Yes.
Yeah, those were my 3 favorites. back then.
Those are good choices.
Yeah.
And that's strictly ocarina songs. But if we're gonna play my favorite tune of all time from anything Zelda, Gerudo Valley.
Ooh, yeah. Yep.
Yes.
Yep,
I'm
that's
sorry,
the classic.
That's a slapper. Right
It
there.
is a
All the
slapper.
metal remixes are mwah.
Everyone loves freaking Gerudo Valley. Name me one person who
Amazing.
probably doesn't.
Podin.
I think
I got
that
no comment.
yeah, we're not talking politics
Well, you
here.
see, I would say communists, but what better communist than him?
Meh.
Just
And
saying.
we're moving.
All right,
on.
that's it. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
heard metal versions. I've heard that played strictly on Spanish guitars.
I like the one where like the fake out version where they'll play do 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 and then it goes do 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 and it plays the final countdown. It transitions into
I've
there.
heard it on violin.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't found it yet. Then again, I haven't looked. I don't want to hear it on bagpipes.
There were these
I believe
one,
it.
There
I
was
believe
these
it
one
exists.
guys I saw on YouTube years ago. I don't know if they still exist at all, but fucking they did a few covers from Majora's Mask, a few from Ocarina of Time, and a few from Twilight Princess that were amazing. And it was violin and it was piano at the same time. I was just like, God, it's so gorgeous.
But
Yes.
I mean, we've definitely gone a little long here, longer than normal.
I mean, we did spend like what 45, 50 minutes.
We spent a lot of time on the intro there. That's for sure.
Oh yeah.
To be fair,
To be fair,
to be fair,
We haven't seen each other for a good long while, so we had a lot to say.
We had a lot of
Yes.
now to our audience, it's like, oh, they're recording every month. No, we're recording bi-weekly the best we can.
usually.
Well, bi-weekly minimum. Sometimes we gotta push it longer.
Yeah.
I mean, like
we had life.
I mean, luckily though, we will record next week.
We
Yeah. Next week, unfortunately, if it's next Saturday, I can't.
Oh no.
Oh no!
no.
Well, maybe I could, but we might only do one episode.
no.
I mean,
or
we're
something.
still gonna try to do next week.
We'll try.
We'll do our best.
Anyways, but
Wrap it up.
okay, so
I'll say wrap it up.
Really quick, how about our favorite Zelda moment? Or memory, or maybe moment or memory. In or out of game.
my personal favorite memory would be the first time I defeated Majora's Mask.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because I don't know how I got the Fierce Deity Mask. Like
Somehow you did.
my first playthrough. Like,
Yeah.
you know, and I'm
Yeah,
like,
you get
how
everything.
How the fuck did I do that? I don't even know to this day. And then I found out, wow, I lucked the fuck out on everything.
Yeah, you have to get all the masks. So
Yeah. So that'd probably be my favorite because it was just like, wow, I'm such a young child and I did this.
I feel like very similar, but for me it was Ocarina of Time because I just remember beating Ganon. Like Ganon, that final fight was so freaking epic. Like the towers are falling, and, like as you're escaping there and you're running out, and like the rumble pack is just like blowing the fuck up.
That is if you got the wrong.
Yeah, which I did.
Good old Rumble Pack.
Yep,
Good time.
I got it when I bought Star Fox 64. Just as a
Oh,
side
yeah.
note, but.
Yeah.
That final fight and that whole like last hour of the game was just phenomenal as a kid. And then just you see like the little like montage at the end. You're like, yeah, that was a real adventure I went on.
What about you, Ross?
Conquering that bastard water temple.
Yeah, there's memes about that for a reason.
Yeah.
Well, for Ocarina, yeah, but thankfully in the 3DS version, it's easier.
What about you, Chris?
Probably beating Legend of Zelda 1 for the very first time since. Here's a little fact. My save battery in this cartridge doesn't work anymore.
Dang.
Ooh, yeah.
So, yeah, you can probably guess how many times I've had to actually boot this thing up.
Paperweight right there. pretty much.
How many times I've had to boot this game up
paperweight
and complete
A
it in
paperweight
one
that
go.
plays.
Yeah.
Yes. Kelly, what's your favorite memory?
You've been on
Talking about this game with us, or these games with us.
Clearly that. Okay.
No, okay, so audience, you can't see it, but his hand gesture is pointing to all the awful jokes that a certain person in this room has been making.
That's me.
How we haven't tied him down to the train tracks yet?
While twiddling our evil mustaches.
Train tracks like that.
Twiddle your evil mustaches, guys. Twiddle your evil mustache.
Wow, we all have facial hair right now.
Yeah, we actually do.
I shaved recently. I only have stubble, but
Yeah.
close enough.
Well,
Now,
I mean-
now, I do have one question. And if you guys had to pick a Legend of Zelda game you haven't finished yet but want to, what would you pick right now? You only get one choice.
I finished most of the ones I want to beat, actually.
Same. I've finished the ones I actually give a shit about.
Start and finish BOT dubs.
Again, like I never beat Twilight Princess because I got bored
There
with
you
it.
Well then.
Or not. I'm sorry. Not. I'm having a brain fart.
Wind Waker?
Skyward Sword, because
Okay. No,
Yeah.
Skyward Sword's trash.
Skyward Sword is my number one pick for that one because I have yet to actually beat it.
I'm
so
working
it's
on it.
weird,
So
but it's
I-
like the only mainline one I never
Okay.
beat.
I beat that one at a friend's house
Well-
because I just didn't give a shit to actually own it myself.
Let's be
That's fair.
fair. It was probably the motion controls this game forced upon us that threw us off.
Bad pacing, just like literally, it takes like a few hours just to even get
One of
started.
my favorite characters in all of Zelda.
Groose.
Groose, baby. The
Gru-
Groose is
the
loose.
Groose is loose.
The Groose
Yeah.
is loose.
That-
But
baby.
thankfully
that
now,
smug
since the
smile.
HD version allows you to play with the
fucking
right
love
stick,
Bruce.
you'll
Bring me down.
that's a good way to play it.
Yeah, but no, honestly though, for Skyward Sword, I could give two fucks about that game. It could be erased from history, and I would not cry.
It's the one. It's probably the least important of the important
Another good
Zeldas.
fun time is playing as the King of Red Lions and Hyrule Warriors.
Yeah,
Look
he's
at me,
cool.
I'm actually a person. Oh wait, no, now I'm a boat.
I'm a boat, mother lover.
I'm on a boat!
All
And
right.
we're gonna
Boats and hoes. Boats.
So-
Okay. Anyway, moving on.
So either way, good talk on Zelda. If you guys want a part 2, please leave us a comment when you finally see this video in like God knows how many years. We'll upload.
Or a recap.
Well, we
Some kind.
we have a monthly upload. This will probably be like another couple months from now.
Give or take.
Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, if you
But
want,
for now-
if you want part 2, just give us some upvotes or something. Tell
Yes,
us what you want
smash
to hear.
that MF
We're
like
on
button, even though we're on
Possible social media
Spotify right
coming
now.
soon, whenever that's happening.
Yeah.
Eventually.
Give us those stars.
Yep.
Yep.
And
We
that's
like it to start.
Sacrifice your soul to the Dark Lord Sababu.
Well, maybe not do that yet.
Not yet. Not
That's
yet.
not until episode 10.
Okay. This is what, like, gonna be episode 7?
Because
I think
I
so.
Probably more than
forgot
that.
what episode this number
I
this
can't
is.
even remember. We'll figure it out once we upload it.
but
anyways.
for now,
But for now, thank you all for coming to our Old Games in the Basement podcast. We'd like to hear from you again, or at least we'd like you to hear us again. So keep us posted. And yeah, that's about it. What about you, Grant?
Yeah. No, I think that this has been.
Okay, shut the fuck up.
Oh,
I'm done with
no,
that.
Hank!
he's back.
Okay.
Oh,
Listen, listen.
All right, we're going.
I was wondering where he went. He was being really quiet.
No, okay. I need to get away from her. Please help me get the fuck out of here.
Okay. So
Oh, dear Lord, she found me.
Run!
Here,
run!
in the closet.
Get back here, you son of a bitch!
No.
Get back here!
Oh, God, no.
I got some healing to give you!
Oh, no.
It's the fuzz! Cheese it!
run, Uncle Hank. I don't know why.
Okay, everyone, that's Old Games in the Basement. Bye.
Goodbye!